Drink it.
Didn't we learn that lesson already on stream?
We must have.
You can't crank it on stream.
We can't.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Oh.
that's a no-no.
Did you see that other video? Like, you could tell he did absolutely pop out of his shorts by accident.
Boing. Welcome back. Oh, and on that same vein, we're going to look at the Aiden Ross thing in a little bit. Welcome back to 3 Drinks Minimum. Don't let the signage fool you. We are going through a rebranding. Not really. It's just, it saves time. Joined by everyone except for Karandar this time around. If you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, we just did Bearded Ramblings, the non-drunk version of this show. Although sometimes the two overlap. So, yeah. If you don't know what the hell this is where we consume alcohol. In this case, I have a bottle of Malibu coconut rum in the fridge. And for $5, I will do a shot. I've also got 10 cans of Heineken. And half a can of not fully finished mango White Claw that has been sitting next to my bed since I passed out last night. Because I am a classy man, full of many, many layers, much like an onion or an ogre. How yous all doing?
Pretty lit.
I'm a lot better now that this bottle is open.
Yeah. Oh, you think I would be the one that was gagging for a drink? But Madge was like, "Oh, we can't wait! I want a drink now."
You listed off everything, many options. Raisin, what are you drinking?
Silver rum and watermelon juice. It's an Arizona
nice.
watermelon juice. And
Nice.
as a backup, if we're doing shots, I have little vodka guys sitting on the side here.
Little vodka guy.
Cool. Very nice. And then we got
Got
Lord
some
Jamarcus.
Yeah, my favorite Angry Orchard hard cider.
Shit's
Oh
good.
shit!
It's very good.
We just got
I
our
have
first
some-
dono.
I found this in New Jersey, which is a great way to start any conversation or topic. Cherry vanilla Captain Morgan, and I'm just sipping on it, and it is delightful for something that is. It's only 60 proof.
Well, you guys are gonna have to break out some shot glasses because we got our first donation for $5 from Billy Boy Blue. Is this the one where Raisin shows boob? And because he said the word boob, it is not. It did not say. That is some cheap ass shit right there from our friends at Streamlabs, or our enemies maybe. All right, I'm gonna go and grab the Malibu. And then we will look at something.
So this is 3 drinks minimum. So here's number 1.
Oh, that was fast. First one always goes fast. Go for the second one. It'll be a little bit longer.
Yeah, it's when your body starts to rebel against it. It's a battle of wills, you know.
You know what? Boo you, lowbrow jester. Yeah.
Oh.
How do you like that?
Oh, brow.
Thought. There's a reason I'm the Lord and you're the jester.
Ha, got him.
Here I thought
have a
you
couple
were
shot glasses.
a friend of the proletariat there, Magicus. You're just a fucking bourgeois and will be overthrown in the revolution. Show us your shot glasses there, two guys.
Oh yeah, the one I'm sipping out of is from Zion National Park.
Ooh.
Gift shop fare. Similarly, I just for doing shots. This is from the Roadkill Cafe on Route 66.
Hell
And then I broke out a tumbler just in case from the channel Forgotten Weapons, which is a like a historical gun channel.
Oh, I know who they are. I've watched some
And
of their stuff.
this has a bullet tip molded into the
cool.
side of it. I don't know
I
what
like
it
that.
shows.
I see that.
Now we can see the bullet.
Yeah.
I don't have a shot
So-
glass because mine's in the
Yeah, right,
machine, but I do have a Merry Christmas from Supermax glass mug with Santa and a reindeer on it. So
Shit.
yeah.
Move the cap to what we're drinking out of?
You know what, Lowbrow? I may not have a soul, but that just means there's more room for alcohol.
You see, this is what, and you do need it when you're into magic. I mean, like, my God, just like the shame must drive him to drink so much. Anyway, Andavar.
Actually, the guys smell quite nice. I've been in the room with all of them, and none of them smell bad.
Yep.
I bet.
Which is a bit weird for me because like I had to spend 3 hours listening to getting shit faced listening to Gene talk about his Fallout mod idea in graphic details, and I was like, wow, yeah.
Wow. Wow.
And all the while I was looking at my phone like, when are you going to find parking? Have you found parking yet? What's the parking update situation? Hi guys, about that parking.
Tell me about your parking.
Next time we're going to meet up, it's going to be like the most... we're going to do it right outside the fucking the Liberty Bell or some shit like that. Independence Hall. Well, actually, that's not too far from where I'm going to be staying. Speaking of, I'll talk about this real quick. Although I haven't shut up about it for weeks now. We're planning the next low energy meetup in Philadelphia for St. Patrick's Day. That's going to be over the weekend. I'll be there for about 5 days. I'll be landing on the Friday, I do believe, and getting back on the Wednesday. So we've already got a big crowd saying they're going to try their best. Shit will happen. Almost certainly not everyone's going to make it, and not everyone guarantee is going to make it on the same day. But if you're interested, do send me a line over on the Discord or talk to one of the other people who's coming. It's a big crowd so far, with possibly more along the way. And yes, you can bring friends. It's not like we're going to be renting a room out or anything like that. You can bring friends, you can bring loved ones, you can do whatever the hell you like. But there will be much alcohol.
So you say it's a big crowd. You calling me fat? Is that what's
Don't
going
call
on?
me fat,
Oh,
but
damn.
I do believe you answered your own question. Like, do you have the requisite fat card?
I am a member of the Fats, yes.
Instead of SAG, it's fat. No, maybe it is also SAG as well, but it's a different SAG.
SAG. That's not the acronym. That's the description.
Yeah. You must be this rotund in order to get your card.
There's a variety of measurements that can qualify you.
Yeah.
Cats of all shapes and sizes.
Um.
And you can pay us in food.
In fact, that's kind of we're all a bunch of primitists. We don't believe in money. We're all this barter system, and it's all just meat.
Why do you think I
Someday
have
soon.
this?
Wow.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's that contraption.
Pizza.
It's pepperoni, sausage, onion, and green pepper pizza.
Oh, that sounds pretty delish.
Not gonna lie,
Very
tubes. Alright, so before we begin, I want to clear up what the hell that image on screen is, and it's pretty fucking dope, if I do say so myself. These Russian guys made a little animated music video for they're from Ukraine, and they're serving to defend their home, and the Russians aren't doing as well as they thought, and they thought that they'd cheer them up by reminding them all they got fat dumpies, and everyone wants to target that fat dumpy.
Американці прислали
We,
ніджі, тож росіяни, краще ви тоді біжіть, бо
think-
ЗСУ прибуде в ту же мить, бо ЗСУ
We're looking at
прибуде
the
вас
stream,
там
I think,
бить.
and not the video.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
You fool!
I'm very foolish.
You fool!
Let me fix
it.
that.
I quit.
Boop.
Just kidding.
you're a guest, so you're free to leave whenever you want. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
All
Wait a
right,
minute.
fine. I'm leaving now. Bye.
Bye.
Actually, I'm coming back right now.
Oh, welcome back.
It got lonely out there, and there were wolves. There's always wolves. And some of them will beat the living shit out of you out on a beach.
Whole United States covered in wolves.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Why did you give out all the right to bear arms? Well, you killed off all the bears, but that just opened up their natural prey, the wolves, that now roam free. You guys doomed yourselves to an endless cycle.
They've been
Американці
populating us for
прислали
decades.
її джіп. Тож росіяни, краще ви тоді біжіть, бо ЗСУ прибуде в ту ж.
Look at that Russian booty. I love the drone.
Ця орда була друга світу. Тепер з них ловлю прикол, ліга сміху. От би попити живчик та, де ти дупи. Як бачиш живчик,
Chasing that booty.
тут і ти.
They really
Chasing that
like that
Американці
movie. They could be
прислали
shooting,
її
but they're
джіп.
just looking. I'm just saying.
They look so good running. I think the basic the premise is like the Russians that look so good running away. You know, look at its gun though. Look at the drone's gun. Oh, that's one of its blades. No, it should be one of its gun. It should be its guns.
It should have a cannon like right underneath it.
Yeah, and it's doing the speed. I mean, look, his Ukrainian icons flashing like crazy.
If it were made in America, it would have a penis gun.
All guns are just inherent penis.
True.
It's no quadcopter, that's for sure.
Few things are, and that's because the Russians bought off the entire supply, and look how well they've been doing in the war.
There's really only one thing better than a quadcopter, and that's a quadcopter with a penis gun. I'm just saying.
You know what? The quadcopter reminded me of Professor Frink's home defense system with the legs that got open that just fell over and caught fire. The people won't burn quite so fast, you know. You know, and you know what the weird thing is? When you look into the comments for another version of this, you'll find like the pro-Russian people are like, it's interesting they have time enough to do this while also defending from a so-called invasion. Uh-huh. Sweet. It's kind of weird that you're defending Russia when they haven't been able to pay you in months. Since all their assets overseas were frozen. I mean, that's one thing. Nick Fuentes lost his fucking shit because he had so much backing from the Russian government, and then they couldn't send him cash anymore.
Just fucking move there, asshole. You know. Fuck
Caleb Baldwin's been thinking of doing that, but he'll never be able to come back. My response is, good. There should be like a sort of going away party, like with a brass band, you know, like as he's getting on the plane.
We will happily trade you for all like your experts and doctors and scientists and smart people who got the fuck out sooner because they have they're smarter or luckier. Some are just lucky, right?
Yeah, or just yeah.
We'll take them, and you can have our idiot racists.
Yeah, you can have anyone who worked for Russia
Please.
Today on this side of the Iron Curtain, you know?
Yeah, but please put them on the front line.
Yeah, I mean-
Directly in front of the Ukrainian artillery, please.
No joke. I think that like all you need to do to shut
God.
up the tankies once and for all is just to gather them all up, put them on a plane to Kiev, and have them go to the minefields that the Russians set up and have them defuse the mines. But what? Yes, nature gave them plenty. Yeah. They actually did that to the Nazis after the war. They were told, the same troops that were who put them down were told to go and dig all the mines back up, and they were only given like bayonets to do it. And they had to remember it because they weren't even allowed to have like the forum that they used to place them in the first place. And as you can imagine, a good chunk of them got blown to bits. My response to that is, well, you shouldn't have been fucking Nazis then, should you? Oh, now I'm just picturing Nick Fuentes doing that.
I'd feel a bit bad potentially for those who were conscripted or who were deceived and were kind of stuck doing their job and wouldn't necessarily have otherwise. But I think, by all accounts of the degree of indoctrination and punishment for stepping out of line and stuff, it wouldn't shock me if those people were few and far between.
Yeah, especially as all these sort of wars go on, all the naysayers kind of like phase out, and you've only left is the people who are too desperate or too too far gone, you know, because of course they believe. Well, they believe what they're doing is right. But hold on. Aha! Audio issues again. I know how to fix that. There we go. There we go.
You know, it was a matter of time.
There, back. I've got it down to I've got it down to a science right now.
Nice. There you are.
How about this? How about this?
That's number 2.
No.
I
Okay.
haven't finished one.
Green issue. So we gotta close this. And then I gotta Then I gotta reopen. This is why I need my second screen, guys. But I can't seem to do that anymore. I'll reopen the new tab. New window, sorry. Then I'll have you guys watch that. It's being overwhelmed. My damn computer's being overwhelmed. I'm not cool with that. On stream, it's not great, but you can bitch about it or you can work around it. Okay, we'll listen to Daily Dose. Speaking of, here we are.
Going on, chat.
There we
Chat was
go.
talking about how the Chinese economy is basically going to crash because Evergrande just filed for bankruptcy protection, so that's good.
Cool.
And it's a good thing that the Chinese economy doesn't affect the international markets at all because if it
It's why there won't be a war between America and China, because it would just mean more than the nukes, it'd be mutual destruction. You know, like everyone's money is because everyone took on each other's debts. The world has hit a point of just endless debt. Yeah, a little bit of debt is good for a country because it requires like growth to fix. But when you start taking on other people's debt, what the fuck are you gonna do when everyone takes on everyone else's debt?
But we can trade the debt
For more debt
and other debt with more debt, and then trade on that extra debt as a collateralized security and put it on an exchange for rich fucks who have so much money they just bat it around the market like kittens in yarn. And
we can also leverage that. We can leverage that debt and then sell options on it, and then when it inevitably all fucking collapses, then we can just get money bailouts from the government.
Everyone should watch The Big Short. Margot Robbie is in a bathtub, but also other things.
Look, I am not a financial expert, but like, if Evergrande is filing for bankruptcy protection, that's a really, really bad sign for the market. Because
I'm not an expert either. I work in the field, but don't know all that much about the Chinese economy per se. But I have traded options.
There's like serious potential for contagion in that, where it's going to affect a lot of things. So
save it for Bloomberg, everyone. We have Daily Dose of Internet.
Your daily dose of internet. These people walking through a desert in China experience some extreme natural static electricity.
Whoa.
Neat. Hope it doesn't fry your phone.
I think that's why the screen was blinking prior. Ooh.
Womp womp.
What the fuck? Whoa! Well,
knock the camera out the window.
She knocked the camera out the window.
That?
Yeah, that's a good ad right there. That's a solid fucking camera. You know?
Sell that shit.
It's like that
Not one crack in that screen.
I was being a stupid, and this happened by this camera.
It's like, the story about the guy who was saved by his Levi's when he fell off the side of the cliff. That actually really happened, and they leaned in on that shit for like a decade.
I mean, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
My pants save lives.
Working out can be a little annoying if you're disabled.
I didn't even notice the armor first.
Oof.
Oh dear. Wait, that was it? Okay. I mean, that's true though. I mean, yeah. Unfortunately, that's probably
That stinks.
yeah. She's still better taking care of her body better than I am.
Yeah, seriously. Me too.
Look at the little waddle.
A few days
That's how I run. If you see my live stream where I'm running on the treadmill, yeah, that's how I'm doing it.
ago, there was a riot in New York City, but this guy was too busy reading a book to care.
Hell yeah.
My man.
It's in a... Give it a look, it's in a book.
That is so perfect. So crazy.
You want to get a picture of you and Nancy with it?
Nancy!
The cat's freaking out.
Nancy!
That's great.
Man fall down. Funny.
Caught a delivery driver hissing at their dog.
Don't stand the shrubbery. City rat. The coolest of all rats.
Oh my god.
Bye, city
A
rat.
2-year-old has figured out an ethical solution to this classic moral dilemma.
Uh-oh, Nicholas. This train is gonna crash into these 5 people. Should we move the train to go this way, or should we let it go that way? Which way should the train go?
This
Hell
Track
yeah.
drifting. Yeah, my man.
You see, he was thinking with portals, that one. Let's go water.
I found someone that can move and walk at 12 frames per second.
Whoa! Stop motion person. Scary. That is imagine you were not having a good time with your weed and you saw this guy.
That's creepy as fuck.
Right.
I would be broken for a minute.
I found someone that can move.
Especially if you were like with a crowd and you were too like self-aware to like actually want to say anything. But you were like, okay, this I'm never getting this strain again. This shit is just fucking with me in all the wrong ways. Hey man, are you okay? You went a bit like pale. The clay man. The clay man moves.
Move and walk at 12 frames per second.
He also looks like Urkel. Are we gonna address the fact he looks like Urkel?
He's doing it on purpose.
I know, but the Urkel.
Craziest thing about being creative is this isn't the text. I printed it out.
Oh
He
god.
hates police cars and will bark whenever they see one.
Oh, that based dog. Based and red pill dog. Based dog.
I thought those folks backed the blue though.
Oh my god.
It's not nice to look at someone like that.
I got scared.
This dog hates hearing this vacuum.
The fuck is that? It must be like some sort of makeup thing, but
Fucking laser man.
It
oh, it's getting rid of all the.
bacteria and acne and stuff. It's it's like skin treatment with
She looks like Doctor Doom.
frequencies of red light and blue light do different things. I have a wand.
I'd wear that for Halloween.
Give her a green like robe with like a hood, and suddenly she's Doom.
Doom.
This dog hates hearing this vacuum.
All dogs hate hearing vacuums.
Excuse me.
Don't you dare, you little prick.
A few days
Put that
ago,
back.
an astronomer captured video footage of a meteor leaving behind a smoke trail.
That's cool.
Damn.
Well,
For
Superman
some
just
reason,
landed on
a
Earth.
fox delivered a newspaper to this person's house.
Uh-huh. Urban fox.
Hey,
Are you drunk driving? Put your hands up. Freeze.
In case you didn't know, there's a floating bone in your body that isn't connected to anything at all.
This is called the hyoid bone, and it's the only floating bone in the body. And what I mean by that is it's not actually attached to any other bones. But it's kind of crazy to think that this bone is just kind of hanging out.
Channeling a bit of Michael from
That is the end of this
there.
video. Hopefully this video put a smile on your face, and I will see you guys again very, very soon.
It did. It did.
Not me, I'm offended.
Oh, well, that's good. That just makes me smile all the more.
Fuck you too, buddy.
I know, you love. Oh, we just got a donut, which means that it's... Yep.
Cheers.
Jay Trudeau with the $5. Cheers. Shot time, baby.
It's been a while since I've had a drink. I should get in.
Well, it is time for a shot, so it's a perfect time. Cheers. It's just strong enough. Ooh. Ooh ah. Ooh ah.
Ooga chaka.
Smells much better than it tastes.
I did not realize how fast those affected me until I stood up.
That's the way of it, isn't it?
Alcohol.
Oh, that's right. Inebriation. I forgot you existed.
Inebriation.
It's been a couple weeks, you know.
Still trying to impress Gail, are we? Trying to live up to her expectations of you?
Nope.
Good, man. You probably couldn't even remember that she said that to you at this point.
Damn.
Damn, I wasn't even thinking because I'm drunk. Billy boy. Blue. Billy boy blue, I see you.
I miss these so much.
Consumption is the function
Cuddle.
of this junction. Alright. I want to just... Go on.
I was going to say, I haven't been drinking for like the last 2 weeks because it wasn't clear whether it was going to need to get like surgery done or not. I don't need to, so I can drink.
Oh, well, you might need to take another one because we just got another $5.
Let's go, boys! Exclamation mark! Dot and gal.
Let's go from Billy Boy, $5. Let's go, boys! And gal. But the way it said ... it kind of reminded me of tuk. That's the same. That's the same tempo. The same fucking tempo.
Fuck, what was I gonna say?
Tut.
Are you sure the alcohol is not affecting you too?
It's definitely affecting me. I'm a fucking bitch.
I want my money back if it didn't affect me. What the fuck? Like I always say this in up at the pub whenever there's a guy who's getting is absolutely sloshed or has been like kicked out. You can always just go, well, at least they got their money's worth. You know, like they wanted to get drunk, even if they didn't consciously know they wanted to get drunk, and they got drunk. Well done.
Accomplished.
Yeah, if nothing else. Now this guy was fucking hilarious. He was this boomer right-wing QAnon motherfucker who was constantly threatening the FBI. So it's like, come on, try to take my guns from me. Come on, do it, and they did, and yeah. They just showed up in his house, and fucking Weekend Soldier Boy here, who looks like a cover of a Rainbow Six game from the early 2000s.
Wait, I think I know which one this is, and that's not even the best detail about this whole thing.
Well, we can actually listen to the article, and we can...
Yeah, no, I heard that, like, that it got reported on Truth Social. Like, that's how they got the tip to like, go and investigate this guy. So, like, the whole it wasn't like left-wing people fucking with him. It was like people on Truth Social that fucking reported him. That's the funniest thing to me.
Man killed by FBI after posting on Facebook he had
AI
a gun ready
voice,
for
take
FBI.
us away.
Cheers.
FBI agents shot and killed a man during a raid early Wednesday morning who was reportedly making threats against President Joe Biden. The FBI, in a statement, said special agents...
What American president hasn't gotten threats? I bet George Washington received like a papyrus fucking letter in like beautiful hand script saying, "Sir, you are a blackguard and a knave, and I'm coming for you."
...were attempting to conduct a raid at 6:15 a.m. Wednesday morning when the shooting took place. According to ABC, the raid was in connection to threats made against President Joe Biden on social media. Citing FBI officials briefed on the case, the news outlet reported the man's name was Craig Robertson. The FBI told Vice
That does
News
sound
in a
like
statement that the shooting
a
occurred
future
in Provo,
mass shooter
Utah.
voice name.
The incident began when special agents attempted to serve arrest and search warrants at a residence. The subject
T.
is deceased, reads the statement.
Just T.
The FBI takes all shooting incidents involving our agents or task force members seriously. In accordance with FBI policy, the shooting
It's
incident
bragging
is
rights
under
back in
review by
Langley.
the FBI's inspection division. Vice News has reviewed a
Oh, but it's got
Facebook
another
page
dono.
that appears to belong to Robertson.
How many more shots before Rice? Lev gets naked.
From Billy Boy Balloon or $5. How many more shots before Raise? Although it said it came out as Rise or Lev gets naked. Both of those things could happen. Dude, either way you want to see some flesh and you're paying for it. That's called prostitution, and I cannot legally stand by that. Nor can I not remind you in any way, shape, or form that DMs are open for everyone on this stream, especially Magicus, who would be very happy to receive any sort of suggestion like that, I'm sure. Anyway, thank you so much for that $5 redo. You are a fucking star. Let us consume alcohol and think about a dude who had more guns than sense. Ha ha! Oh.
Fool should have gotten more sense the more guns he got. You'll be fine.
Yeah, it worked wonders with
Careful
you.
balance.
Some people don't know how to operate their Second Amendment. It improves your
Look,
intelligence.
I have 3 trillion guns, and I've never shot anybody. I'm just saying.
You're basically Megamind at this point. You don't even
Basic-
walk.
yeah,
You just like hover into a room like whoop 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 whoop.
Yeah, I'm Magneto, man. It's just
Yeah.
floating. Yeah.
Do you dare fight me and my army of floating guns?
Yo. That'd be a pretty sweet power, though.
That would be that scene from X-Men when he turns the guns all around them. You Homo sapiens and your guns.
What have we learned? Don't commit felonies and taunt the FBI and pull out guns when they come to arrest you.
I'm just defending my home. You're going to do a bad job of it.
Don't threaten bodily harm. Like, hey, don't do crime, maybe?
Don't get into a bath with Andy. Don't get into a bath with Andy Dick.
Get in the shower, dog. Come on, man.
Oh, wait.
Come on.
We're supposed to shot again, aren't we?
Yep. Billy Boy Blue would be very angry if you specifically did not get shit-faced. And then a little bit more undressed. Just a smidge. I also can feel that anger, in all fairness.
How low it goes.
How energy does that low get?
We're gonna have to meet the goal before like shirts come completely off.
In all fairness, we're almost halfway there.
Very covering.
Increasingly, Raisin's feeling very her clothes very threadbare as there's only like $60 left.
Conditioner on.
Let me just get up at a speed with my nipples. Right there, there we go. Fucking
I missed you.
fucking pencils.
I'm basically a soundboard. most of the time.
Nice.
What was the name of the cop from Police Academy that did all the sound effects?
Oh fuck.
Bull. No, that's Night Court. Shit.
I only saw that movie once. I don't remember.
But you're basically him, but
not as good.
And also a giant white dude.
I take exception to dude. I prefer bro. Thank you.
What about homie?
I'll take it.
All right.
Sold on homie.
Acceptable.
Do I hear Brosif? Brosif anyway. Brosif?
But as something Hauer or something like that, right? Mike Woods. Yeah, that's the actor. But what was the name of the actual character? I loved him as a kid. He was fun. Remember the cartoon they had for that? They had a Police Academy cartoon that came out, and one of the people who did it went on into Animaniacs.
Oh shit.
Larvell Jones.
Yeah, that was some. What?
Larvell Jones.
Was the name of the character, or?
Correct.
All right. Larvell Jones. That is not the name I would have gone with. All right, fair enough. That's the name.
I don't remember that either.
Yeah, I mean,
what would you have gone with?
It's like Hauer or Hauser. I keep thinking Boomhauser, but that's not Boomhauer. Boomhauer. Hauser. Boomhauser sounds like a sort of.
Worse than my night course.
Oh no, I know exactly what Boomhauser is. That's I think a reference to an old Riff Tracks dude, who was he was like from Canada, and he was like this drunken version of like a superhero from Canada, and he was just like going out in his old pickup truck and beating the shit out of like drug dealers, but he's like he's wearing like a flannel like sort of a jacket, and he's just like drinking beer all day. It was actually kind of inspiring. I think that was Krendar's dad, actually.
I would never have even guessed that like Larvell was a person's name. That I've never heard it. So
yeah, why would you name someone after the stage of an insect's life cycle?
Yeah, and then put the vel at the end there, like you're some sort of Frenchman. What the fuck?
Larva. His name is Larva to me now.
I bet that was in school until he turned around and gave beatbox that person into submission. Like if aggressive sound effectsing towards your bullies will always work. Boom, boop, 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 boop.
I should have tried it. I should have tried it. I feel like they just would have punched me more. But it's okay. I got big.
Yeah. Your body your body responded, was like, okay, the other males are treating you poorly. I've got the response for this. How will you know it will work? Oh, it'll work.
now you just like hold your hand out like this, and they just like.
Yeah, like a fucking Tom and Jerry cartoon. They're just like swinging.
You know what?
Oh shit.
Literally happened. Guess the grade where I was big enough to achieve this.
I still don't 100% grasp American grades, so you guys will have to take this one.
So, okay, guess the age of student.
I'm going to say 10.
Very close.
11?
Actually, earlier. That was a...
9?
I was 11. Sorry, okay. You were earlier than me.
Oh, okay, so fair enough.
Yeah.
Thanks for confusing the timeline.
Yeah, listen, time is a blur. Fuck, I could be wrong.
Space is warp and time is bendable.
But, exactly. But, point is before I left the 5th grade, some schmucks were trying shit, and it just wasn't working anymore.
You kind of just stared at them like, what are you doing? What the fuck you doing? And they kind of just stopped.
I wish Staring Alone had done it.
Okay,
but there was at least one occasion where all I had to do was stiff arm, and they were trying to swing in front of a lot of other people.
You notice the old people get a lot of people who will try that shit around about that age because they feel like you think you're better than us because you're fucking tall as shit. Like they're getting overly defensive and like overcompensating. It happened a little bit to me because while I treated myself pretty poorly in terms of like taking care of myself, I had the natural body, had I worked at it, really buckled down to be like a rugby player. And I didn't, as you can tell. You've all seen me in the flesh, and there's a lot of flesh to go around. But like there's
yeah,
like,
fatty.
You fatty fat.
Fat piece of shit.
Big old boom belly boom boom.
Yeah, we all have to face each other in March, so.
I've been doing great with my diet, so I'm fucking pumped if I can keep this
Everyone
shit
on
going.
this panel is overweight. It's okay.
It's
okay.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Trying to think.
Some of us wear it better. Raisin.
No,
Yeah.
you.
Oh,
You,
you,
and then it's a fight between
No, you.
Oh my
fucking buy each other cosmos and get it over with.
Look, as long as
Andy
we
Dick
all agree,
cat, yeah.
we all agree Lev is the worst. Okay. Clearly.
No,
I'm
not
sorry.
bad,
Could
it's
you
just
say
the
I
way.
can't hear that from all the way up here?
Oh damn, bro, you're in the fourth monitor calling shit on the host. That is fighting.
Oh no, I was going with height, but you took it into a more polite place, and that's okay. Maybe I should have, I could have a list between like who I like more, and two of you at the bottom are going to constantly fight because Raisin, of course. Well, I gotta have I gotta have my Shigo. Like if I'm Draken, like I'm gonna need my Shigo. You're my Shigo, so
That's fair.
only because Missy won't wear the outfit.
Yeah, but I.
You're my silver medal, Raisin.
Yeah, I'm the ginger, so All right, well, two guns. That means you get to be the naked mole rat. So.
Yeah.
Yay! Yeah. That made Krendar Kim. Yes. Oh, that works. That works. We're already like, oh god, we're nearly an hour in. Okay, fair enough.
Well, in that hour, for my part, I've had like two shots.
I'm still nursing this fucking
3
beer.
dodos in that hour. That's a lot.
Yeah, and I don't drink much, so
Me
I feel
either.
good.
I should turn the air conditioner
I'm
back on. I already
feeling
said
it.
that. I'm doing it.
Yeah, I feel it a bit. It's coming in.
It's coming in for you there, Majicus, but I've seen you way worse. You got reserves. You got wells.
He's got reserves on several fronts.
Mm-hmm.
Get that.
Oh yeah, who runs Bartertown happened right there. A good bit of methane going in, Okay, boom. Now someone draw Krendar as Kim Possible and send it to him. We'd be very grateful. In the meantime, that's actually a great image of this dude. He's almost like this. Oh, you just need to put him like, Photoshop him out and put him anywhere, and it kind of works.
Advertising something.
Get in the shower.
Get in the shower, Andy.
Dude, I'm just gonna just block
Oh
you.
no, he needs to say it like JJ or Chicken Andy, and he'll jump right in.
Right now.
Would you like to get in the shower with me?
Hello, sir. Are these hot dogs yours? I found them in the shower. Do you have $1?
Can I interest you in a shower with me?
My universe is existing in the self.
Hi there. Have you ever tried a shower with me? You should, probably.
It's only
Showers. It's what Jared Genesis does not do. So it must be good.
Get in the shower with him.
Yeah, I'm in the shower curtain. Is the towel for privacy?
Right?
You don't come in, bro. The party's really fun in here, dude.
Look, he's trying to entice Andy into the fucking shower. Like, the party's great here, man. Like, whatever, I don't care. Are you sure? There's a bunch of questionably aged young men here, and they're quite nude and full of soaps. Well, alright, I suppose I did leave something in the bathroom to go and check it. Oh, what's all this? We just got another dono.
Slams
He's got a Route 66 sticker,
Another.
so I'm gonna take the next one out of this boy if it shows up.
$5.
It's fine. It says Route 66.
From Billy Boy Blue.
And 2 votes for whiskey.
And more coconut to me. You know what, Magicus? I can definitely see the appeal of why you like this stuff, if only because it makes the room smell like coconut.
It does.
Great.
It is quite
It's
nice.
also really, you
My
can
hair
like
smells
buy
like coconut.
basically any kind of fruit juice and mix it with it, and it's delicious.
It's not bad on its own,
It's
but
even better.
obviously...
I ran out of the coconut rum because that's normally what I would put in the watermelon juice. But silver rum is what I had. Well, I have silver and spiced, but I figured the silver would be better with the watermelon.
I decided, you know what? I even kind of like it straight. I'm not gonna lie. Maybe I'm starting to come around on coconut.
Well,
If you get it nice and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first time I ever drank it was I was at BronyCon actually, and it was like the last day of the convention, and like everybody was basically sitting in line to go into the main hall for like the closing ceremonies, and like a guy that was like next to me in line apparently had a whole bunch of contraband that he was not allowed to have in the convention, and he had to get on a plane in like an hour or two, and he's like, I need to fucking get rid of all this liquor. So he started like, when like none of like the con people were watching, he would just like offer people in line like fucking drinks from various rums and shit. And he's like, here, take this bottle of Malibu. I can't take it with me. And so that was the first time I ever like drank Malibu, and I fell in love with it, and it was great. So. And now I don't know if I love it because of the flavor or just because of the bonding experience from that first time. I don't know.
Alright, on either DP or here, or perhaps a third channel, because you're a hoe like that, what was the most you drank of the stuff? Didn't you once drink like 3 bottles on stream?
I think
on DP once.
I think I've drank like 13 shots in one episode and then like almost died, so.
Yeah, you were absolutely fucking destroyed. As well, most would. What did I say earlier? If you're not getting the buzz, what's the point of spending all the money?
That's one of the reasons that like I'm hesitant to like drink for donations again, because I almost died from that.
Only I have to do that, and I've only got the 1 bottle. Afterwards, I'm gonna have to do something with beer. So you can back out whenever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
I have a ton of liquor. I have so much liquor, but I'm not getting super drunk because I have work in the morning. But
it was a good feeling. They made a lot of money that day, so.
Tonight, by our sketchy ass, it's doing pretty well.
Yeah,
that's true. It's a learning experience.
Speaking of, let's see what Andy learns today. Will he find his new hole, his new love?
Cool out there in that lame ass bathroom, dog. Come on, dude. Come on, bro. It's time, dog. Get in here. Ow, you're hurting me.
This looks like the sort of joke gay porn that like Justin Wang would cover. Who made these videos and why? You know. Ram Ranch playing in the fucking background.
Ram.
It's so fucking hard.
Deep.
No, come on, dude. No, we're gonna.
Oh God.
No, that's it. Yeah, dude. Jesus Christ, dude, you need this.
Look, he's trying to hold back a laugh, but at the exact same time, like he's like, dude, come on. I know you're playing a bit, but you know, there's ease off a little bit. He's like, no, man, let me just put it in between your legs.
Come on, dude. Take off your fucking shirt, dude. Ow, this is sick, dude.
Ow, you're hurting me. Do it again.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God, bro. What do you mean?
He actually doesn't look as bad as I thought he would. He looks like an old guy who's been through a lot. Which he is.
We're gonna get in.
Oh yeah, you need the privacy, the respect. Andy Dick will respect nothing else.
Hey, guys, you gotta be watched.
His head is too big at the top. Like it gets just a little bit too big. It's cubed. Like you can see it there. Like it starts above the ear.
I can't tell if it's cubed or if it's just his weird haircut.
No, you can see it with the. All right, look at the shower curtain behind him. Look at his ear, goes up, and then somebody goes wide, and then it has a sort of circle, and it goes back down. And I guarantee you, it's the same on the other side. And he's got Homer Simpson lips. What the fuck?
This is not no Alfred. This is not Alfred fucking Hitchcock. Well, you're acting like it. I need to.
For a second, I didn't realize he was wearing a shirt. I thought his back was covered in some kind of black plague shit.
No, that's Cyrax, and he's coming up after this.
And then it was like, oh.
Isn't Cyrax like in jail at the moment?
He's waiting trial. But yeah, he's out on bond. He's or bail. He's waiting trial, and he's probably going to get it. So we won't see him probably for a while.
We saw the video. He did do the fucking crime. So yeah.
Let's make a deal. He tried to bribe the cop.
Yeah, that's it. I don't see how that could possibly go well for them unless the prosecution decides to have mercy on him for whatever reason.
Oh, they gotta plead the mental incapability, but that won't work because he's clearly claimed that. They could just say he's a danger to himself and others, which he is.
Yeah.
So like it's gonna end badly for him. But when did it ever start well for him?
It's not just assault; it's assault with a weapon.
And then there's the whole like bribing the cop thing, and also he resisted arrest. He would not come along quietly. Like he was like, no. Ma, help me! Well, what can I do? Well, what can I do? She's like, what? What do you want me to do? You're going to jail.
He did every fucking thing wrong he could have done wrong.
Now, the guy who triggered the whole thing was kind of a cunt move on their part. I won't lie.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but at the exact same time, if anything is going to get Cyrax put away, they just have to look at his history and they'd be like, oh shit, what about a blind child? You did what to a fucking blind child? Okay, yeah, no. Like, this is all gonna come out and, like, he's going to, at the very least, be, like, put into, like, a mental institution, you know?
I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but he should have, like, learned his lesson from Jared Genesis and just didn't come out of the house.
Well,
that
no.
was, like, the smartest move that he's ever made. Just
the time before he left the house, he ended up getting his ass kicked. Who's the king?
You are.
Remember the noise he made? The Boglin mating call.
You know, what he lacks in physique, he has to make up for in intimidation, and clearly it's effective. So.
All right. You know what? We're talking about goddamn Sarek so much. Let's just watch the goddamn video. Because somebody put out...
I like him better in concept.
I know. Me too.
And then in front of my eyeballs.
Well, the choice is that, or we could look at Shani's file archive. Do you want to see Shani
No, I'm good with Cyrax. Let's go with that.
Cyrax is what Shani's got between her legs. Oh, even as I said it. Oh.
Unsubscribe.
Dislike.
Oh, come on!
Call the FBI.
You fuckers hated yourselves, but you were fucking grinning.
FBI, you're still watching my account? We're watching Cyrex videos, idiot.
No, I don't.
You want this, don't you? You're a narcissistic psychopath that needs to fuck off!
Did you?
Ah! Kidney, I'll fucking knock your eyes out.
It's scary.
Honestly, like, Cyrax is a great example of when everyone's like, oh, well, he's a victim of circumstance. Indeed he is. He didn't choose his deck, but he chose what to do with his deck. And what he's done with his deck is mostly fling them at people's faces.
Yo, don't talk about people's deck that way, bro.
Alright, I was gonna say his dick. Fucking Asperger's and alcohol, man.
It's not the size of the deck, it's the motion of the earth.
It's the hustle of the shuffle. No, that doesn't rhyme, but it's close. The hustle of yeah. Ooh, say it again.
Hustle of the muscle.
Hustle of the muscle.
It's the moving of the grooving.
That's getting too abstract. It has to be a card based.
Listen, I'm gonna abstract your groove real quick, Sonny.
Go for it. Go for it then.
Better watch it.
Hey, old man, you're allowed to talk, but I'm still here.
Only because there's an ocean stopping me.
You know, man, really, because I do recall that I was the one that was crying little bitch when I tried all that hot sauce. But that's beside the point.
I mean,
actually,
I
now that you bring that up, I was watching that the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And I noticed something. Yeah, I rewatched it the other day. Because somebody challenged me to a hot sauce off. With, what was it? What game did you want to play?
Oh, Never Have I Ever. Yeah.
And you wanted to add alcohol, and I noticed something in the stream.
Yeah.
You regretted drinking your beer.
No, that particular beer, it was like like this
you
really
better
heavy.
What you drink because you're going down.
Oh, I know that.
Down, right?
That's why it's only fair if you tell me a shot that you will be on the floor in 5 seconds with.
I can't admit that to you.
You can admit to me in private, and the reason why is because I come to you telling you.
That makes me throw up reliably.
Oh no, it doesn't necessarily have to, because we are going to be in a public space. We're going to be in a bar, so we're going to have buckets either side of us. But
I can't with the tequila. Nothing tequila.
Okay, so then we're doing.
Fireball.
Oh, I love Fireball. That wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair. Well, maybe it would be, because that's my strength. Oh, I was so close to
Why would you
buying.
do that to whiskey? No.
True, but I can down the shit like a motherfucker. Kept me alive on the bus from Chicago to Des
My
Moines.
little cousin had that shit at her wedding. I was.
You put that into a thing with some Baileys, and it's absolutely lovely.
Okay, I've actually made Jello shots that were and I decorated them with whipped cream and Red Hots that did have Fireball in them. That worked out really nice. It was cherry Jello and Fireball.
Okay.
With the whipped cream and Red Hots on top.
That will work.
That was hot. It did. I could make a whole shit ton of those.
Meet Cyrax. Cyrax is a 32-year-old internet lolcow. He's been on the internet for over 10 years. And in that 10 years, he's done some truly despicable things. Cyrax first started uploading on the YouTube channel DJ Shadowblade. On this channel...
What, Cyrax? Jesus, like 4'11" or something?
He looks shorter than me.
He is. He has fetal alcohol syndrome, so...
He would post terrible music videos and skateboarding.
He may also be inbred.
In 2012, Cyrax uploaded his first video that got him a lot of attention. The video he uploaded was the infamous Chester Bennington scream video. I'll play the video in about 5 seconds, but all he does is make a loud gargling scream noise.
Now that's a face that only a mother can go, oh god, I should have swallowed you. That was mean. Also kind of accurate. I mean, if she knew what, he'd turn into... Like he's such a horrible person. But he's also physically, let's be real, ghoulish. Oh, Raisin,
he does himself no favors.
We can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
I can hear you now.
Your window was blinking, but I don't think you were really. Or you
Oh,
were
okay.
speaking
Oh,
very
it does that
quietly.
all the time, and I don't know why.
Mine does
really
too.
don't know why.
Okay.
Like, it'll do it even like if I'm muted.
At the very least, I made sure that your frame is perfectly aligned to the TV, so that way I won't be confused. But yeah, like, I would be like immediately like, oh, don't make fun of someone just because they're like disabled and shit like that. But he's such a scumbag.
He does himself no favors.
Yeah.
None.
Like, so I can't
Where
feel.
are his family?
I think his mom and dad died. Honestly,
I think he lives with a grandmother.
Yeah.
And she,
And she
I don't
doesn't
know much about
understand what
her.
he's doing.
Oh no, a cop. There's footage of body cam footage of a cop taking her into the car, and no, she actually didn't. She didn't understand what the videos were for a lot of times, and she was like being told like, so these people are making videos about how horrible Chase, isn't that his real name? Is, and they're like, well, why can't you take them down? That's not how the internet works. She's very old and she's very out of touch for what all the shit's about. It's there's a tragic element to it, but him going to jail will not
still
be.
Making videos?
No, well, he is making responses. Like, the whole thing will be explained because this is a short enough video. In fact, I think it's a little bit too short. It won't be able to show. It's not like Cobes, where like or Christian, where there's like decades of lore. There is about a decade and change of Cyrax lore, but it's all bad, and there's like no redeeming qualities. He's just freakish. Like, he is in one of those cases where you can judge a book by a cover. Run away, children. Hide.
He lost the genetic lottery in several ways, and is also a piece of shit.
The two can line up. The most obvious thing.
They're not mutually exclusive. They're not mutually inclusive. Certainly, obviously.
The one that sticks out with me the most is that he tricked a blind child to give him a blowjob, and he said it like a pride thing. Not like the way Jarrett does, where he's like, one day, us who are minorly attracted will be on par with gay people.
How long into his internet career did this happen?
Actually, I don't know that one.
That specific incident might have been before, and then he told us about it.
Okay.
But there's internet career stuff. I'm not an expert. I've caught stuff in passing, but what I've caught, the general arc is, as described, piece of shit.
Yeah.
And it's bad. It's pretty bad.
Unlike Cobes, for example, he doesn't have a lot of friends who would like try to help him, or hell, Cyrax during the
Cobes is
called
redeemable.
Yeah, Cobes during the Your Movie Sucks documentary basically was like in the back of the car, like, fuck Cyrax, I would have got $5.
Greenland is full of ice and Raisin is quite nice. Name that quote.
Okay. We also got not a tongue twister, but a bit of a brain picker, so to speak. From Billy Boy, $5. Greenland is full of ice and Raisin is quite nice. Name that quote. I got nothing. I'm gonna pour my drink and see if you guys can.
I don't understand the question.
It was. I think
could be quoting something.
I think the quote comes from the guy who just sent that dono.
It is because I doubt it had Raisin, but in the original, so he did alter it. There's not going to be any sort of copyright issue.
Iceland is quite nice.
Greenland is full of ice, and Raisin is quite nice. Name that quote.
No,
that was the
refuse.
message.
I obstruct.
Way to break the core dynamic of right and wrong. You're like, I refuse to play.
Yeah, listen.
War games taught you it.
Yeah. I obstruct.
Yeah.
Get me out of your way.
The 2-year-old with the trolley problem, you know.
Yeah, man.
Multi-track drifting is the way to go.
That or just piling bodies or both.
Well, yeah. By the way, I don't know, Kenpai, I guess.
Fuck.
Gonna knock a shot back.
That reminds me. There's actually there's a mod for Doom that actually is all about the trolley problem. It's fucking fantastic. You get to decide, like, they set up like a bomb that's gonna go off, and it's like you have to decide which enemy is the one that has to like get the bomb blown up on them. And yeah, there's like 20 some levels of it. It's great.
I think GG Man talked about that briefly. GG Man lives back when he was like really all about the Doom and nothing else. Before he like really blew up. I haven't watched any of his stuff in a while. He actually put me off. He gave me a vibe of like a sort of a chud vibe. But then, you know, I listened to him. He's like, oh, he's a lad, but so am I to a degree. He doesn't give a fuck. Yeah, all right, fine, fair enough. I misjudged him, and he's got fucking integrity. I remember like he got was it Sony tried to bribe him with like exclusive access, like early access to a game if he says something favorably about the game. He's like, give me the game, but I'm gonna say it as it is. So respect where it's due. By the way, anyone who doesn't want to take a shot does not need to take a shot. So you're good in the neighborhood. We got some
important news.
Yeah.
It's extremely important news. I'm putting it in the chat as well. According to my YouTube, we started streaming 69 minutes ago, and I approve.
Nice.
Oh, good. I was somehow I know this, but Lev doesn't. We got a copyright strike. Like, what the fuck? Dude, how does YouTube work? I've been doing this for years and I don't know how anything works. That's a Cyrax.
This was the start of Cyrax's internet career. After this video, a lot of trolls started to take notice of Cyrax. Now
Also, this guy sounds like the Face Canoe or whatever, the one who did the Gordon Ramsay video.
Future Canoe, right?
Future Canoe. No, I like Face Canoe better. I like Face Canoe.
I agree.
I just noticed something. So we're on three drinks minimum, but why does like the frame for your show still say bearded ramblings on it?
Oh, I already explained that before. You probably wouldn't know that because you're well past the 3 drinks minimum level.
That's possible.
Yep. It was just already all pre-set up. I didn't want to have to do. I mean, I can take his all to the 3 drinks minimum, and I'll briefly show everyone what the 3 drinks minimum looks like because it is rare that I actually do a show of it. You might remember, Madge, because you were here for the day I updated it. Behold, like it's just full of like these terrible gifs. I'll leave them up on screen for a little bit just so people can soak it in. Romantic evening. Yeah.
Soak it in, baby.
Oh, would you look at that artifacting? It's Birdemic level of glory.
It's beautiful. I'm aroused. I mean, excited. I mean, I like it.
No, you were right the first all times.
I was right every time.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
That's an ego we could do without. There's only one ego
you
here.
Gotta be careful. Those birds might start bombing gas stations if you don't.
Fuck.
The birds killed Becky when she was taking a shit.
Becky sucks.
There's a very large spider on the wall in front of me. That's fun.
It's your friend.
Yeah, well, why don't you invite him onto your arm? Your exposed flesh should be nice and warm for him.
I gotta move him.
We got some fly netting up by the window, and finally the spiders, after almost a decade of living here, can be like, yay, we finally have a place where we can channel the flies in. So in front of the it's like an extra layer of the fence in front of the fly netting at my window is just this endless crisscrossing of like spiders of maybe 5 or 6 different types. It's both impressive and...
Should catch them and make them fight.
I think they already do that for free. I don't
Spider
need to do
Wars. Look, what would it cost you?
I suppose I should start filming it in that case. I think some of the smaller bundles might actually not be flies, but just the smaller spiders.
Could be.
Absolutely. Better.
Some of them look really fucking dangerous. Now we don't, in theory, we don't have any poisonous spiders in Ireland, but what we do have is the ones that can give like the version of the tick disease where they get
Like
bitten
West
by
Nile
it.
or
Yeah,
Lyme.
yeah, and they end up yeah.
Lyme
Also,
sucks.
Legionnaire's disease as well, apparently.
Both suck.
Yeah. Let's fuck with your blood. How? Yes.
First got outed for being a pedophile in 2021 when a troll named Kate, a part of the pedophile hunting group Masshole Reports, had pretended to be a 14-year-old girl named
Like, I'm
Crystal
not
who began
trying to
contacting
defend him,
Cyrax.
but like,
Screenshots from their text messages show that
it's not the
Cyrax
worst dancing I've ever seen. So
No.
had sent a photo of his penis.
I'm getting strong Karate Kyle vibes.
Self-masturbating. She would tell him her age, but he didn't seem to notice and would ask her for nudes. Now I'm gonna read you some chat messages, but you gotta keep in mind this is between a 32-year-old grown man and what Cyrax thinks is a 14-year-old girl. Cyrax just sent a dick pic to this girl, and right after she says, "By the way, I will be 15 in May. I'm not too young at all." Now Cyrax responds to that by saying, "And it's all yours, winky face," just completely ignoring that this girl said she's 14. Now the next thing the 14-year-old girl says, obviously, is just to egg on Cyrax to get him to say something. She says, "I am a virgin, but all my friends are losing theirs." Now, again, Cyrax just completely ignores her message and says, "Your turn, cutie," just trying to get her to send him nude. Now there is other chat messages, but they're just flirting and role-playing, so I'll show him now. Feel free to pause the video and read them if you want.
No, I don't think we'll do that, but we can take the assumption. It's gonna involve. It's gonna involve some no stuff.
Sending nude photos of himself to underage girls. He got
yes,
caught talking to a
you.
real 15-year-old girl.
What?
You were going to say something about your opinion on why we shouldn't need to pause the Cyrax.
Because I don't need that help. Like, that's upsetting my stomach and throwing up. Like, I think the alcohol will do a good enough job of that itself.
Absolutely. I imagine that pizza. I imagine that tomato pie is gonna taste not so nice coming back up as it did going down.
No, it's like it's called the Frank's Special because I got it from a place called Frank's Pizza.
Oh yeah, the one with the green peppers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's peppers, meat, peppers, sausage, meatballs, I think, and then green peppers and onions.
What was the base?
It's just what do you mean? What's the base? It's like a regular pizza with a bunch of toppings.
Yeah, I mean, like, was it like a deep? Was it a stuffed crust? Like, what was?
No, it's like a circular pizza.
Yeah, okay, so it's just it's like a standard pizza. That is very good. That is okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like a lovely meal.
But it is delicious.
Two Guns, are you falling asleep on us?
No, I'm looking at my phone, sorry.
Oh, that's fair.
Y'all talking about food and I'm like, food though?
Oh, okay.
Food though.
What was the place that we got the wings from?
You're talking about when you were back at my place?
Yeah, when we did the hot sauce and shit like that.
It might have been a place called Amore's. I don't remember exactly, but that's very plausible.
We're good wings. Not the greatest wings I've ever had, but hardly the worst either. We're alright.
Yeah, dude. There's a trillion wing. There's so many places in this town. So next time you're through.
It
can be different every time.
I owe us at least one night out where we're just hitting a bar until the wee hours. You know, just two fucking studs in our fucking nines.
Yo, Westchester.
Raisin immediately jumps back in, going like. Just in case you think the guys are the only thirsty people here.
My town is a college town, and the semester, I think, will have started when you're around next. So it'll be any night Thursday through Saturday, if we want it to be, can be any degree of stupid. as we please, whether it's in Philly, my town, or elsewhere.
Oh damn! We just got a $10 donation.
Live music, because you have awesome live
I am the
music
drunkest
there.
person here.
I don't know if that's true now.
Really?
I would love some. I would love to live
10
music.
years ago, to be fair, at least.
Yeah.
You know what?
No, probably more like 15.
If you're thinking of the note, it closed.
Oh, that sucks. But where did usually when a place closes, everyone kind of moves to the to like alternatives, and I imagine there must be a few alternatives still holding out, right?
Well, I mean, the school, like if you're cool with college performances, they're in abundance. But like
depends
concerts,
what, right?
There's really nowhere here. They're
No, but like little shows, there's lots of little venues where you can see music.
Or comedy nights. That's also good.
Philly is different.
That's what I mean.
Philly,
you
there's
really
no problem.
good local performers, though.
I mean,
or at least you did.
We could do what we never did, and we'll get to that donation there again. Thank you so
I saw
much
Sharon
for.
Little in a bar there. She's in commercials and shit now. I forget who the fuck she's all toured with.
Just so you know, Jay Trudeau topped up by $10, so we gotta do a shot. I gotta do a shot. But what I want to say is,
finish it.
I want see you're owed 2 then. If you're gonna commit to this, you need to pay 2 and make that 3. We just got a $5 donation from Billy Boy.
Drinking?
We still fucking drinking, sir. I own 2. This is getting confusing.
I guess I'll finish this and this and then go top up.
Well, there's no way that I'm keeping pace. But what I will do is fill this boy up, which is a double. It's a hand-painted Russian.
Oh, that's cool.
Little glass that my grandfather used to
Slanta.
drink from every night, and it's gonna get filled with some Kettle One, and that's gonna be my sippy drink for the night while I do shots of other stuff.
Everyone goes as far as they feel comfortable with. What's the point of having a drinking night where we're all having fun if then the drink turns sour, you know?
That's what I'm being careful of this time. I do not want to wake up on the shower floor.
You are so self-conscious. You and Scientist Mel got so self-conscious that you got a little thing called drunk on one of my streams. What the fuck do you think
I went into the bathroom
You were
while we were
blasted
streaming and passed out in the shower with my clothes on.
The only thing I did not like about all that was that I wasn't aware of it, so I thought that maybe you, you forgot that you were streaming or whatever, and I didn't like that. I didn't get an update. So I had to hold down the fort. But yeah,
I didn't eat that day, and I polished off a bottle of wine in less than 2.5 hours.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you're tiny. I forgot that would make a difference. Two Guns, say what you were gonna say.
Bottoms up.
Oh yeah, I've actually got another one as well.
I don't think I had anything on deck. You're good.
Fair enough. I've always found that if you cannot remember as the night goes on, don't cling to it, because it will just frustrate and anger you. Just let it go. It'll come back or it won't.
Let go.
Let it go.
I'm already furious, so.
Yep.
Well, we're all feeling the power of the ancestors flowing through us, and they're saying, "Drink, drink, you milksops!
Drink, you bastard!"
Tomorrow we'll fight a great ox, kill the great ox, and then consume the great ox.
And then fuck that. I mean, eat that.
I was actually gonna say we'll fuck under its bones, but you.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Under though?
Yeah, because its ribs are kind of like put over the fire, and it becomes almost like a sort of dome, and then everyone basically breaks up into fucking pairs for the evening.
I didn't know that you were romantic.
Let's just I've got that old world charm to me, you know. Very old world, like fucking Neanderthal. You know, like...
that deep history charm.
How do you get to a woman's heart? Meat. You like meat good. Sit by fire.
Brothers and I kill mammoth for you. Suck dick now.
What?
You not girl? No. Everybody have a little hubble. We can make exception just this once. Been a bit of a dry spell for Ugg and family.
Born boy, feel more like girl.
Good breeding hips on this one.
Thunk not think too hard about details.
Thunk honest with self. Thunk prefer boy. Rest of you cope. The first true fucking alpha male was Thunk. Thunk knew who the fuck he was. The rest of them had to catch up.
Good.
And some of them still need to. Exhibit A. Hi, Cyrax.
Named Chloe. He sent sexual photos of himself before asking for her age, and later in a live stream he just admits to knowing that she was 14.
You thought you were talking to a 14-year-old girl, correct?
Yes, but at the same time...
Okay, hold on. Let me finish.
That's not how it works.
And also again he got caught sending sexual photos to a disabled transgender woman named Katrina Luna, who was clearly underage. And there's no chat messages for those last two girls, but in a live stream Cyrax admits he's a hebephile. A hebephile is someone who is sexually attracted to 14-year-olds.
Yeah. A lot of times you'd get in the early like maybe the early 2010s when you'd have like a lot of debates, say in the old non sequitur before the whole thing fell apart. They would sometimes debate like hebephiles and like, well, what's wrong with the idea of wanting beautiful women? And then they'd point out to all these historical people and they're like, yeah, but they also thought like the sun was a god, or that it was a good time to die at the age of 40. Like, we do evolve as society. We do get better.
They were fucking, at best, uninformed about so much.
They were ignorant. There's nothing inherently wrong with being ignorant. We're all ignorant about something.
Yeah. It just sucks when, you know, it causes mass suffering and death.
Yeah, because everyone always forgets that, you know, the victim then has to go off and live the rest of their lives with being the victim. And that's not going to cause any problems for anyone else. That's why you find so many people in the church who said they were abused, and then they went off and became priests. You know?
As you do.
As you do.
Look up the technical term, bitch. I would be considered a
hebephile,
which, by all technical terms,
everybody thinks this is an old.
Now this story does have sort of a good ending. Cyrax was recently arrested for assaulting someone with a bat. He could be put in jail.
Look at him! Like, I asked this when it came out. Magicus, you, or Two Guns, one of yous, which you think weighs more, the bat or Cyrax?
It's got to be pretty close either way.
Right, and that's a real bat. That's a fucking
Cyrax is the correct answer, but he certainly is not bodily optimized to wield the bat.
No.
Look, Cyrax probably weighs more than the bat, but not by like a huge amount.
Much more than much less than you'd expect. Yeah.
You can't talk to any more minors. That's all there is to talk about with Cyrax, but if you know any...
So he can't talk to any more minors, but here's the thing, that should have been given as a rule. He sexually assaulted a fucking child, a disabled child. Like, it's just... Cyrax...
Pretty fucked up.
Cyrax is not a good guy.
He's a piece of shit. Do.
Now here's someone that some people think is a piece of shit.
There we go.
Other people might not be. It's up to you. Everyone's mileage varies with this particular individual. I personally call him Daddy out of fun. In reality, I think he makes a lot of fun little points. Fun points, even. But here's an intro.
He likes horse.
He likes to have the horse dick on him. But you know what? He also, he did not say no when someone made a very good Vorsch, a horse Vosh. He also likes cats. Lots of cats.
New channel trailer. Oh, fuck. How funny would that be? As the channel trailer. Hey, what's up, everybody? Are you disappointed with the behavior of Jenkin Anna Kasparian, your favorite TYT host? Have you noticed that lately they've been shifting to the right and it feels like there's no reason for it? Folks, do I have the solution to you? Move from liberalism over to socialism. Come try socialism, folks. We don't have civility politics over here, okay? Socialists, they hate civility politics. Go check out a liberal shitposter on Twitter, and what do you get? You have people making Donald Trump jokes, you know? Check out a socialist shitposter, and you can't. They've been suspended for death threats, okay? We love our comedy here, folks. So what I'm saying...
Real socialists have Nick Fuentes next to fucking the scene from Command and Conquer where Seth is killed by Cain. Power moves quickly through the Brotherhood. And has put the two back to back over and over again. Almost like I did a few weeks fucking ago. That's true socialism. That's in the fucking Communist Manifesto, okay? This will bring workers' paradise so long as we all believe that we can say Nazis are bad. It's a rare strength, I know. But some of you out there might be able to turn around and go, you know what? Nazis are bad.
It's easier than you think. Let's try it together. Nazis are bad.
Nazis are
bad.
Oh, so close. So close.
You left it with a question. There's no question.
You had the words. That's better. Better. Warmer.
Alright, let's try
one more time. One more time with conviction.
Fuck Nazis with a rusty dildo.
Perfect.
Yes.
Nailed it.
See?
Nailed
See? Stand up, ye victims of oppression. Alright? Now.
Woo! Yay!
Now let's talk about the let's talk about the gulag and how that's a really good thing. Das Vidanya, comrades.
Listen, you can put me in a gulag. You can put me in a gulag when I'm fucking cold and dead, Rusky.
That's what Raisin calls it, by the way.
I've
Her
got more
gulag.
I got fingers and more than I got
Almost a
brain cells.
spit take. Almost a spit take from Raisin. I am very proud of myself.
Two Guns, I think we know how that story played out for that guy.
Shit.
Everyone loves a sequel, right?
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I did mean it. It was it was a weapon. I weaponized my charm and good looks to ensure you were gonna squirt all over the camera.
Ooh, woo.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why I do very well in America.
You're gonna do really well in Philly because that's the crowd you're in, right? You're in that that northeast.
Yeah, I actually but I'm gonna be honest with you, I actually prefer the Midwest because
Fuck you too.
The people or the place?
Oh, no, the people in the sense that I've had more success with the Midwest because most of the time they come to me. That's the key difference.
Ireland?
No. When I'm in the Midwest, the girls at the bar. The girls at the bar. I'm literally specifically talking about.
I am the girls at the bar.
I know.
I think Lev doesn't love us, guys. I think.
There's nuance. There's
I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna stay home this time.
All right, change of plan. Next LEV meetup in fucking Des Moines.
If you love me, you'll fight at Des Moines.
Lincoln. It's just this elf. and Elf, and of all people, like, I don't know, some guy from Argentina, because apparently we have a few Argentinian fans who watch on the regular, in which case, hello, say something. Oh, Saudi Arabia, Argentina, Chile, Russia, although I don't treat the Russian people well, because I don't like Russia. So I'm like, oh wow, you're a Russian, are you speaking English? Good, then you're okay. If you put that Cyrillic shit in my chat, I immediately perma block you for the same reason the Arabic script. I don't know what the fuck they're saying. They could be putting the most biggest slur, or they could just be saying hi.
Just use Google Translate.
Yeah, but it takes a minute.
No, I do, and then it's usually. There was this one guy at one point who was obsessed with the idea that I had Crohn's disease, and he was from like Saudi Arabia, and I was just like, what are you on about?
You have the look.
That's what he said. Like, you look like someone. What's it like to have someone with Crohn's disease?
Is there a look? Now I need to look.
No, as far as I'm aware, because I've known people with Crohn's
isn't
disease.
Isn't it basically like irritable bowel or?
Yeah, it's irritable bowel. Like you go to the toilet.
Maybe you're like clenching a lot.
You just gotta like shit a lot.
Well, I always am clenching. It's why I would completely succeed at the butthole challenge, because if Trumpster Bob took a fucking Keystone Light to my fucking sphincter, it would be crumpled like it went to a black hole, and it's literally going into a black hole. Okay.
Wait, is that a pass or a fail for the Trumpster Bob?
No, he would declare that. Well, he would publicly declare that a success, and he'd sound really.
Did you have a rash?
No more than anything else. I've
skin. I wonder, the flushed skin. Maybe you were drunk.
No, because the only times they'd ever appear would be early morning.
What?
Never happens.
No, come on.
Magicus, I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. I never drink anything. Sweet liquor eases the pain. So I'm gonna keep drinking.
You keep talking to hope that we're gonna forget that you just like dissed the East Coast. So we're not.
All right, you want to bring it back in?
Right?
We never forget.
Do you want the context?
We're gonna have our own meetup, except we're gonna have blackjack and hookers.
Yeah.
But I'm bringing the blackjack and hookers. You know what you're gonna get? You're gonna get those AI fucking. You're gonna get those AI slots that will never let you win. And as for the hookers, you're gonna get hookers. Egypt Beauty, you gotta come out here. Yeah, I'm here to party. Who wants to go first? 20 a go. There, Egypt Beauty. There, go. Enjoy her.
I am.
You didn't get that reference, did you?
No.
Damn.
And therefore it wasn't effective, and you're.
No, I fired.
Face.
Yeah.
You're a sneaky poo-poo fart face, and it's time you owned up to it.
You know what?
So there.
It's true, but instead of owning up to it, I will own it. I am a stinky poo-poo fart face, and you can't hurt me anymore.
Wow, he's so brave. You're so brave.
You underestimate my power.
Says the fourth screen. I think not, good sir. There's a reason you're the bottom of the totem pole. Much like a real communist, I will always declare socialist and workers' ideas. But the people who really hold this shit together will always be at the bottom of the pile.
Yeah, that's right. I'm a get for this channel, so.
Yeah.
You technically are until I don't know. Like we get until we get a certain son of the favorite variety on the 6th.
We all know I'm the most famous one here, so it's fine.
No, you're the coolest, but you're like a Sigma. You're the Sigma male. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow, thanks. I think.
You still don't know what that means. You're like, that's a not a bad thing. I know that. But
I think the
what's
fact
the nuance?
that he doesn't know what it means is why it's true.
I assume that's a good thing.
You've been off over there. What's over there? Real life. Oh.
Yeah.
I don't know how that makes me feel. A lot of things, I sure. But the important thing is, we will have numerous bitches and bastards on this channel. But you know what? Every one of them is special. That means Two Guns. There is no other alternative to Two Guns. While Krendar is indeed on the 4th place. There at the bottom. He's unique East Coast Magic the Gathering merfolk mode right now. And I like that version. He doesn't mind that I interrupt him half the time when I'm drunk.
I've kind of been taking a break from Magic because Wizards of the Coast has been going extra hard out of their way to fuck it up right now, so kind of waiting for them to admit that they fucked up and fix it.
Now's a good time
It might be a while, to be honest, because they're not really good at this. They're not good at the game that they make.
Sir, have you considered the Lord's card game, Yu-Gi-Oh? It was quite popular in ancient Egypt, so I'm told.
The Lord's card.
Jesus and God just playing.
Having originated in ancient Egypt before
Exodus. I thought you were one of the chosen. What was your bar mitzvah like? Like what the fuck was your Jesus Christ? Well, all right, maybe not Jesus Christ, but Moses, Job, at the very least, Job. Come on, man.
Fuck Job.
No one likes Job.
Job's a sucker.
Yeah, David's where it's at.
David is. He was pretty cool. His son died, and he was pretty upset about it, but he was alright.
But you know what? He was a doer, unlike Moses, who just listened to anyone who was bigger than him.
Yo, Moses is my boy because he smoked that burning bush. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you think the burning bush is how you get the world's first wanker scab? I'm just saying. Colbs might have been onto something. All right, I need to pee, and then we'll get on with it.
That's the worst timeline for the burning bush. I prefer mine.
Yeah, but look around you. Does it not feel like we're living in the worst timeline?
Look, you're right. But on this one thing, on this little sliver of my fucking life, I just want to believe that Moses was getting fucking turned in the desert. Moses was getting turned in the desert. It was not an STD, and you won't change my mind.
It's like the fucking Virgin Mary story, you know. That's my story, and I'm sticking with it. That's all the Bible. That's all the Bible is just a series of people with STDs and unwanted pregnancies coming up with excuses. And we have a religion that's lasted thousands of years.
Are you suggesting to me, because I'm already on board, that the Bible's secret theme is that everyone had syphilis?
Yes.
It makes perfect sense. I accept.
Syphilis, crabs, HIV. Well, actually, here's the thing. Syphilis, believe it or not, actually came from the Americas. It was one of the few things that Americas gave back. Everyone always knows about... gave back. You know, because the Europeans took a lot, but America only gave back syphilis, you know?
The Americas gave it to the Europeans who were...
That's
gotcha.
I mean, we gave you all the pox. But, hell, Hitler had it in his bunker. It was probably why he was screaming at the walls, you know? Oh no, poor Adolf. He was such a good nothing. Such an amazing subpar of everything.
You know what he achieved at? He achieved at
killing Hitler.
Achieved that and immortality through evil. You know,
even he knew it. 6 minutes. If you ever seen Downfall, that really happened. That conversation, like where she falls down and goes like, "Please don't go," and he's like, "Tomorrow the world will, millions will hate my name." Oh no, sir. Billions. Billions will hate your name.
We can truly kill Hitler once and for all and destroy his reputation for all eternity.
Say that he was a Vosh fan.
No, it's going to require somebody to do some unspeakable act of evil even more heinous than what he did. So that way he'll always live in history as the number 2 evil guy instead of the number 1.
Easy.
I mean,
we've already done it. Ronald McDonald. He's killed more people than Hitler did.
I mean, even dictators who followed him beat him in terms of body count.
Mao and Stalin.
And contemporary with him, Stalin.
And Mao, technically.
But it was the
systematic angle to it.
Yeah.
Because Stalin would just be kind of like all these people's families would do it, or like if this ethnic group. I mean, obviously he also did the ethnic groups, but it was always on smaller scales. And the Mao kind of just let that shit happen, and he couldn't stop it with the after the 5-year plans and the fucking Cultural Revolution. But with Hitler, he sat down and went like, "What's the most efficient way to kill off an entire people?" And thousands, if not millions of people responded, "I've got ideas." That says a lot about the human species. Sorry, Raisin.
I believe in you guys. I'm sure one person out there will someday figure out a way to do more evil than Hitler. I believe in you.
Believe in your dreams, kids.
You know what? We needed a giant building.
You will succeed.
Beefcake. We needed a giant building to tell everyone that it is both a building and that you shouldn't be racist.
That's the most important thing I learned tonight. That was in the last stream for those who weren't there, but that was that was really a special moment for me.
It was. Yeah. It hit me right in the penis, but that's not where it was aiming. It
had
terrible aim. It was a building. It had no idea about like.
Yeah, buildings don't have like eyes or central nervous system, so it's kind of weird. No. Still, the lesson makes sense somehow.
In fact, the more I think about it, the more I think that those pills that junkie gave me might have hit me in a wrong way.
Wow.
Anyway,
have you ever? Didn't your mom tell you not to take pills from junkies?
No, she said take them from anyone offering, then stab them when they're not looking, and take the money too.
Oh, okay. Well, you should listen to what your mom says.
Oh, my mom's alive and well, still lighting cigarettes by flicking the match off her jaw, her Popeye style jaw, and puffing away on a big cigar.
That's pretty good. I like your mom.
My mom's cool. What I don't like is the whole green thing that we're getting again. I guess that's because it's short. That's fine. Fuck me, I guess.
I mean, if you ask nicely.
Well, obviously. I mean, it's all about consent, right?
I mean, I like to be wigged and dined first, but yeah.
Well, we're definitely in the wine parts. Alright, we couldn't see this yet earlier, so let's watch this fucking queen right here.
I'm rolling that dead off back.
Okay. Get us baked then. Get us baked. You roll dead niggas fast.
This has become so much more normal now, where like kids are like smoking with their elders the same way like they're having a beer with their elders. You know, like they've been like since the 60s, weed was common. At this point now, 60s mean if you were like smoking weed in the 60s, you're in an old folks home. So they know how to roll fucking J's.
That's right.
Allegedly.
She got nails and she's rolling a blunt. That's not just a J, that's a blunt.
Yep.
Dead people.
I only ever did one blunt in my life and it fucking floored me. Jesus Christ.
We're gonna make it chew when you come back.
You know what? I got an offer one time on the trip to smoke some weed. I would not say which because I don't know what the legal ramifications of saying, but all I know is I got offered it once and I turned it down because I didn't like doing it in public. You know what? Fuck that shit. I don't want to get absolutely toasted, but I would like to get a little bit, you know, chilled. I'm okay. Dude, with
let me tell you something. Like a pre-game like bong rip, like just one before you go out and hit like a bar is a good time.
Oh, not for me, man. I get the time dilation shit. I end up like walking backwards away from the bar. Let's say we leave your place and you're walking towards the bar. I'm literally doing like the reverse walk away from you, and then I somehow still find myself next to you, not realizing that less than 5 seconds had passed. I'm like, okay, that's gonna be the mood of the night, is it? Oh, great, fantastic.
I'm waiting for the part where this is bad.
Dude, because all the while I can still have a conversation, but it's gonna be like just a strain of. It's gonna be like what I'm doing now, but I won't know what I'm saying, and I'm terrified. I'm gonna
Can we stream it?
Yes.
I'm still waiting for the part where this is bad.
I know, for you guys that'll be great. I'm just terrified when I start talking about how we just got another donation as well. I'm terrified we're going to talk about. That's the segue to save me. Jesus Christ.
What'd he say? What'd he say? What'd he say? What'd he say?
Alright, pour some sugar on me in the name of love. We just got another donation from Billy Boy Blue. Another $5 reduce. You know what? I honestly think, by the way, that the goal has already been reached, even though we're not fully there. I wanted Baldur's Gate 3, and I think you guys might have bought it. Let me see. I still have to count in the money that Krendar is owed. No, actually, we're almost there. We're €2 short, but then Krendar's money has to be counted in, and I think he made like 2 something tonight. So if we get another, I think 15, that's the goal reached. Oh, and that's more or less exactly what we have here on the stream goal up at the top. Brilliant. Anyway, Kenpai, and let's knock this bad boy back. Nah, I'm a tourist when it comes down to weed. I've always admitted that. It's why when Egghead went to, I think the first Drunken Peasants meetup, and everyone made fun of him for not really like drinking, I actually got it. He wasn't comfortable with it, and he was in a social place. That fucking sucks. That really fucking sucks. Like you don't want to go outside of your comfort zone, but at the exact same time, some of these drugs, when you have them outside your comfort zone, they take you to some fun places. I've experienced it, so I shouldn't have any excuse why I'm so nervous about smoking weed. But I'm always a little bit nervous about smoking weed, so.
It's not totally unjustified. It's good to feel safe.
Yeah, but at the exact same time, like, for God's sake, it's not gonna bite my head off. Like, you guys, that's the fucking thing. No,
it really won't ever.
No, you'll hit a wall with the weed. Same with the hash too, unless it's been blended with something. We used to call that shit fucking diesel. And hash is how I started off, and it was a strong ass fucking buzz. But then as the years went on, I needed stronger stuff. There was a brief period where Claire and I would get absolutely fucking toasted every day, and I started building a tolerance for it. And then she just couldn't get a supplier. There was a sort of sweep across our Dublin for all the dealers, and it just became so scarce that all my tolerance went away. I just, I've had great experiences on weed, but I've also had absolute, frankly, nightmares at times, and I don't want to repeat that. So that's why I'm hesitant about it. That's why also I need booze. Yeah, I need booze with it too. Go on.
Troy, how did a bat get in your room? And what do you mean again?
I just caught a bat in my room again. Oh, he mentioned he caught a bat. Yes. He's showing you. You've seen his place. Like.
They have bats. Our audience is being attacked by bats.
Good. Batman is cleaning Gotham. He's cleaning Gotham clean.
Is it the brave crypto kind?
You smacked it with your slipper?
Did it work?
No. Throw like a ball cap up and see if you can get it to fly into something and then put it outside.
I love whatever the fuck she's got on your side of her ears. Oh, those are on her glasses.
Like the little things we keep on so she can put around her neck.
Or weights on a stripper's nipples.
Fuck that. Up that bitch. You telling me right now?
They're called tassels.
No, you can get ones that are like weights that are actually like heavy because yeah, they feel good for the nipple.
Nipple nips.
They kind of go like down.
So you take them off.
Well, but then you get that release vibe, right? And only daddy can take them off. What do I keep saying? I don't know what it's like to be a sub, but I damn hell know what it's like to be a dom. Like, it takes two to tango with the ball gag.
Right now.
Whoa, that escalated quickly.
Damn.
That's fucking.
Everybody's like, damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
That looks like fucking RoboCop's gun. There's a laser. I thought it was a. I love how the kids are just having the best time in the world. Where normally, if like an elderly Karen, pointed at a gun in any other direction, they're like, "I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna become a hashtag for 2 weeks." You know, big old respect for her. But again, interesting how she had immediate access to guns. Oh, good old America.
Listen, I've had enough drinks to start playing irresponsibly with firearms.
We already looked at the guy who probably was doing a lot of Facebook posts while shit-faced while he had tons of guns.
Listen, if you're not drinking while you're handling your guns, what's the fucking point? It's the danger that makes it fun.
We think every one of you guys are like the what's the movie where like they all go out in like Mississippi and fire at cans and one guy blows his hand off with a 12 gauge because he was trying to like light a cigarette with it.
It sounds like last weekend.
Is that the name of the movie or what?
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I'm sure it's based on several true stories.
Speaking of a true story, thank you for the segue. I do appreciate that. We all saw this woman and her weird ass. Let's be honest here, at times simp fans who really fucking made it like strange. Like there was a guy for 3 weeks that was the equivalent to online of like standing outside of her house. Like, we need to find her real name. I cannot rest till I find her real name. Like, it has been 2 weeks.
They the hell out of this woman, didn't they?
Yeah, and this guy was still, because he hadn't moved from that spot, so to speak. Like, he would check it every day, like it was a fucking, you check your emails and the fucking weather. It would be like checking this exact same tweet to see someone posted it. But she comes up with her own problems too. Like being a giant green screen. Oh no, really? This too?
I wonder if they're protecting it somehow, how they used to with photography, like professional photography.
That's not what's happening. I wish it's just me. I know what's happening. My computer is not optimized in the slightest. And well, here's Bo. Wow. We got to see Bo. Okay, so we see Bo.
I watch Bo all the time. Like every video.
I do like Bo. He's great because he doesn't. There's nothing else beyond what he says. Yeah, Bo, the fifth column. I like Bo.
He tries very hard to stay objective and just give you facts on most things. So I really enjoy.
But he is very left leaning. Like he does.
He is. Like he'll like you'll know like what his position is because sometimes he'll be telling you something and he'll be like kind of laughing while he does it, but like he still only gives you like the straight up truths.
Yeah. Let's give an example of this. Let's talk about Trump versus centralist. Trump can win. And let's talk about Hawaii making Trump Smith Trump. On the face of it, he looks like every other sort of like the quartering knockoff. Because look at the amount of time he talks about Trump, and he's got this beard, and he's a white dude, and you're thinking like, oh god, it's another fucking like neo-Nazi shit. And then you listen to him, and he's like, oh, he's not that at all, is he?
Well, he also like engages in a lot of fucking like volunteer work too, especially like with disasters and stuff, where he's like distributing tools and things like that to people who need them. So.
How about this?
Well,
oh, come on!
Oh.
Alright. Alright. We're doing it
like
again.
This.
We're doing this again. We're doing it.
Not like this.
We're doing it again. Whop. Whop. Open up new. Yep. Open up new window and reopen tab on my fucking terms, cause fuck you, you fucking bastard. I am too drunk and good looking to deal with this.
Oh, right?
True.
You're preaching to the fucking choir.
Majestic specimens like us really don't deserve this kind of inconvenience. Being honest.
I have people for this.
That's unacceptable. Oh no.
Shit.
This is my 6th one. I had my first one during our first stream, and then
Actually,
5 during this.
I'm getting close to where we. How about we just fucking leave it? Yeah, no. We're actually gonna leave the videos for the rest of the evening, because this is kind of where I wanted to sign off anyway. It's only 3 a.m.
Oh shit.
Damn.
So yeah, no, not where we're not ending the stream quite yet, but we can just chat among ourselves.
This is where it'd be really cool if you had like a screen that just like made the TVs like all 4 corners of the screen.
Yeah, that'd be kind of fucking awesome.
Different format, yeah.
Oh, I needed my second fucking monitor, so half this issues wouldn't happen. Oh, we already have you, so let's get.
Excuse me.
Bop, 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 bop.
You know, if the weather's nice tomorrow, I might want to drive to New Jersey and see capybaras. I've never seen a capybara in like real life, and I really want to see one. And the closest zoo that has them is like an hour and 45 minutes away.
That was a lovely day. I've seen them. They are very, very, very chill.
Like giant guinea pigs.
Yeah. No, guinea pigs seem anxious as fuck. They look like them, but in reality, like they got the better vibe.
Well, they're bigger and more confident.
They're coconut doggies.
I wouldn't say that. I'd say they kind of like look at the rat race that is life and go like, nah. Let's kind of go off and do their own thing. Alright, 2 guns. We got you back. You get to go down here.
My favorite shirt that I own is like a 3 capybara moon one, which is really cute.
I like the image of the capybara with like an orange on its head or whatever. That's kind of cool. There's one also that it like a monkey befriends a capybara and it kind of like rides across a river. Like it's very wholesome return to monk sort of vibes. Because whenever you hear like somebody talk out of their ass in terms of like, oh, we need to go back, and I'm like, wait, you want to go back to the Middle Ages? I thought you wanted to go back to a good time. And then I can just take you back a couple of million years, and then you're just there like, hello, I'm a monkey. I'm going to wake up when I feel like it, and then proceed to scratch my ass for 3 hours, and then eat fruit for 3 hours again, and then stare out at the middle distance and just kind of be for the rest of the day, with the occasional fruit and mating in between. Like, it's fine. That sounds kind of, you know, fine. I'm okay with that. Maybe with a good audiobook. I want some audiobooks. Other than that, you know. Alright, everyone. Now you guys can start chilling. What, where, and how? We shall start with Majicus and move our way up.
I'm gonna be streaming The Legend of Zelda, I think Oracle of Seasons. It's one of my favorite games, and I'm looking forward to being able to play it on stream again, because Wizards of the Coast can't fucking manage Magic, so I'm gonna play games that are actually good.
Sounds about right. I'm getting back to the Pixel Final Fantasies.
Oh yeah, they're really good. Like Final Fantasy V is like still really good on the Pixel remaster, and not too late to do a 4-job Fiesta. Like it still runs till the end of the month.
Oh no, I'm not gonna be able to make that, but I should be for the end of the year. After I'm getting rid of 12, 10, and 9. I'm almost done with 12.
9 is one of my favorites.
We've just hit Lindblom for the first time, so we got a long way to go. But
yes, you do. You have a lot to do.
Yeah, but at the exact same time, I'm gonna take now each one in stride. And 12, we're about to hit Arcade. Not Arcadia. Yeah, no, it is Arcadia. The Roman knockoff empire. We're about to hit their capital. We're on the highway right now, and I've been doing grinding every day. So I think we got like 95% of all the licenses for our main party. I'm just hoping that there isn't a moment where you have to use your like secondary party, because I put all the girls into one party and all the guys into the other, and I've been spamming the girls, and the guys, you know, our titular hero Vaughn is not even level 20 yet. So I have a feeling it's gonna be a point where it's like, we'll attack them in 2 teams. No, you will not. Don't be a dick. Leave them. Let me just vibe with my bunny mommy led army. Okay. But yeah. 2 guns. You want to chill?
I have a dead podcast and I make music never.
Sounds good so far.
Music is cool.
It's very cool.
Thank you.
It's very surreal.
It's, yeah, thank you. I just haven't actually followed through with anything in a while because of various brain things. But someday, I might even finish a goddamn idea.
Well, link down the doobly-doo regardless. Raisin, I have...
There is content already made, and thank you for linking it.
Yeah, I've got your link down there, your Discord, so tell us about you.
Anybody who wants to come find me on Discord and see the goofy shit I post?
Oh. We just got a $5 dono.
We need guns.
No.
Lots of 2 guns.
Salary dues.
From BBB, $5. We need guns. Lots of 2 guns.
2 guns for everyone. Yay!
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 It reminds me of whoever watched Tripping the Rift. Magicus raises mouth. So you watch. Yeah, I'm guessing that would be a yes.
Try not to die.
Cool.
I'm
Trip,
fine.
They went to.
Look how fine I am.
You sound you sir sound amazing, and you don't have Billy. You don't have Billy the Fridge right now, poking you with a stick saying, no, actually, that seldom actually happens. Ben constantly going, hey, we're only halfway towards the goal. We only have 4 more hours to reach it. You know, like, you get to end now. You get to sleep if you want, or to do what you want to do, motherfucker. Yeah.
Just show the shirt that I posted in Discord because it's.
Oh, yeah, I can do that. But yeah, Tripping the Rift, right? So there was an episode where they go to a planet where everybody is required to be heavily armed at all times because it promotes safety. But as a result, every single person is paranoid as fuck. And they go through this like indoctrination sort of seminar, which counts as their like customs office. And they get a free gun. And you can't even like buy anything until you get a gun pointed in your face and you have to show a gun in return. It's how you say hello.
Look, I can't say I'm not in favor of a firearms-based identification and payment system.
How the hell do I know I can trust you? Do you have a gun?
Do you have the ability to kill me at a moment's notice or no notice whatsoever? Jesus Christ, alcohol. Why, yes I do. Well, then you're good in my book.
Hey, Byron.
Why the hell is there only one screen?
Because God hates you.
Yeah, it looks like... Oh yeah, because there was only one screen, my bad. So there you go, there's the t-shirt. You all soak it in for a few more seconds and I'm going to close the screen again. There you have it. So, now that the screen is off... Oh, right, yeah, oh, Captain Bear, there it is, Tree Moon, Captain Bear, yeah. And there, he's got the thing on his... He's got the orange or the lemon or whatever the fuck it is on his head.
I think it's a mandarin orange because...
Blood orange!
Yeah, I don't know. It's some sort of tradition they do over in, like, in the fucking East. They get, like, hot baths with, like, mandarins in them for good luck or some shit.
Oh, that's fascinating, because I actually watched a Japanese porn earlier where a bunch of middle-aged women got into a hot tub full of mandarins with a bunch of very sheltered and timid young men, and shenanigans ensued once they realized what the policy of the business was. It was a 6-way, I suppose you'd call it, and it was it was very Japanese. It was very Japanese. I really think so.
Extremely Japanese.
Oh, by the way, I do owe a shot, and if I don't, well, fuck it. I already said.
I don't think I saw this shirt on the stream, but I don't know if it's just a me problem or not.
I held it up on screen for a good few seconds, but you got it fucked up all you guys' cameras, so.
How dare you? Now we're just pieces of shirt.
You know what? You know what, Raisin? You can shirt my piece anytime. There, I can do it too. I can stupidly flirt. See? I'm part of the lads. I'm one of the boys with a Z. To quote Lankara, I am a man. And then I'll punch someone randomly. You know what? The coconut really stands out after... You must have noticed this, Magicus. After you've gotten drunk, Malibu really comes alive, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's like the flavor's there anyway, but only after... It's like the harshness of the alcohol underneath is kind of like lessered because you've already been... Oh, here we go again. They're in a fiver.
Shots.
I found it. Okay, so here's the thing.
You found your wall?
No, the fruit thing is, it's called a yuzu bath. And it's a bathing tradition celebrated in the winter solstice in Japan. Yuzu fruits, citrus fruits of the East Asian origin, known for their characteristically strong aroma and fragrant oil on their skin, they float it in the hot water of the bath.
No, they actually, they do that in the porn. They show the whole thing of the actual. They've been floating around, and I've seen it in a lot of other Japanese porn too. And I'm like, oh come on, this has to be a cultural something, right?
It is like a Japanese tradition, and they do it with capybaras because they seem to really like.
But I never saw that in any of the harem anime that I would watch, like Tenchi Muyo or like was it Fruit Basket? Like when I was like really like a weeb teenage sort of 12, 13-year-old going like, wow, could you imagine having a bunch of girls like you? You'd want to put a fucking gun in your mouth and pull the trigger if a bunch of women fancied you the way the half those animes express themselves. Like that is not how women show their love.
They like first noticed this in like about almost 40 years ago is when they like started doing this with the capybaras.
But what was the connection? Because capybaras of South America and Japan, I know there's a connection, like a Japanese settling does happen.
They noticed it happened like at a Japanese zoo. One of the employees noticed that like the capybaras were like they really like the hot spring.
Yeah.
So now they do like the hot fruit bath.
Fruit salad island, baby. No, yeah, I am fine. I need to.
I gotta be honest, like I don't think I would mind a fucking hot spring bath with like floating fruits in it. That sounds fun.
It sounds absolutely lovely. I'll be right back.
Put some tea in there too.
There we go. Last one's gone.
Every last drop.
I'd like to be franks with you, Lev, but it's a pain in the butt to change my name.
Dude.
Yata.
Oh.
While I was emptying my bladder, we got another donation.
Not allowed. It's illegal.
I'm literally pissing and making money. Hell, was it boss makes $1, I make a dime. That's why I poop on government time. Karl Marx, Volume 1. Thank you so much from Pair of Gongs has tipped $5. I'd like to be frank. I'd like to be franks with you, Lev, but it's a pain in the butt to change the name. So, okay, cool. I guess I'm too shit-faced to fucking get that reference. But I appreciate the $5.
It's a dad joke.
Hi, Dad. I'm Joe. That doesn't work.
You're fired. This is my show now.
Hey, that's proof that I did not leave any. I did not leave any unexpected children in America because I don't do dad jokes. So.
Didn't you?
Well.
Sorry.
Daddy.
Joke.
Daddy, why don't you love me? Because you sound like Barbra Streisand.
Daddy, would you like some sausage?
Daddy, would you like some sausage? Now, Tom Green is my fucking son. Yes, I am okay with that. This is the Tom Green show. I would not be like his real dad, who was like embarrassed when he pulled up in the Pussymobile and be like, good, my son's here with my car. I would have been a dick in another way and be like, I came up with the idea of the Pussymobile. It was all me. Because I couldn't be as cool as him, so I'd try to like steal his fucking thunder. Interestingly enough, we're less than 6 degrees of separation from Tom Green because he is a big fan of the Drunken Peasants.
Is he now?
He is indeed. Just before the big breakup, they did the whole sort of like the list of who the biggest person who follows Drunken Peasants was, and TJ was like, "Oh fuck, it's Tom Green." Like Tom. So yeah, in theory, Tom Green knows who you are, Magicus, at the very least.
I hope so. That'd be awesome.
That would be fucking deadly, as we'd say back in the day.
Also, to the last dono, you can't be Frank, because I'm Frank. That's me.
Yeah.
Let us be frank about Frank.
I flipped back to the screen real quick to see your face when that comment came in. I was like, wait, what? Did he react to that?
He's the Franklander.
Every time I hear my actual name, I'm always like, especially if it's like my full name, I'm like...
Oh, really? I just met some Drunken Peasants, aka DP. My name is Dylan Payne. So,
conspiracy? I think yes.
I just think that sometimes that magnets are drawn together as much as they repel.
Well, I don't know how magnets work.
Make it a point.
So.
I don't make it
well,
a point
yeah, I'm not from Detroit,
my
so.
Name, but anybody who's watched my Twitch streams has seen my friends on there, and they call me by my name. So.
Yeah, a lot of people call me Chris. Not a lot of people call me the full version of my first name. That makes me feel like I'm being hollered at by my parents.
Oh God, I sometimes still wake up hearing my ma calling me for school. Dylan. It was always a two-parter. It was the standard Dylan, and then it was like Dylan. Go on.
I've woken up to nothing, where I just imagined my mom fucking calling my name when I'm 30 years old, and I'm waking up and what, huh? What? And I'm just screaming, what do you want? And I was like, oh, I'm in my own house. I don't know.
Yeah.
What the fuck I'm hearing.
What do you want?
We're not alone either. There's plenty of memes about it.
Day. It's fucking weird and creepy. But yeah, I don't know.
I always thought that as you get older, you kind of oh well, school was bad, but it wasn't so bad in comparison to work or whatever. And all the while I'm thinking in hindsight, is that a good thing? Is it a good thing that we move our kids from one shit experience to another? No. No one will at the core of it say that school is great. School is great for teaching you how to write and read, and from there, I don't know, not that I'm supporting fucking homeschooling. Oh my god, no.
I am 34, and every now and then I will still wake up, despite the fact that I graduated over a decade ago. I will still wake up and be in a panic, oh fuck, do I have classes today? Am I late? Did I do the homework? Did I read this shit?
And then there's college. Do you get college flashbacks specifically?
It never fucking goes away.
Well, do you have any college flashbacks?
Oh yeah, no, that's exactly what it is. It's
oh, that was it. You weren't thinking high school or even what you guys called elementary. We called them primary.
It was harder to miss class in grade school because you're on such a schedule, whereas in college you're on your own,
Mm-hmm.
Which is actually some, you know what, inherently I do support. I do like the idea that, alright, you're an adult now, which means you get to make your first adult decision. What are you going to do with your time?
Yeah. See,
that's actually, I like that idea. Most people don't.
I learned the hard way not to skip classes because, I think it was the first or second year I was in school, my girlfriend and I decided to skip our English class the one day, and we were up in the cafeteria just fucking around, and then immediately after class ended, apparently our English teacher walked through there and saw us and just pointed at us and just said shit list, and then just walked away. And I was that was the moment in my life oh, I fucked up and I need to fix this.
Alright, I've got a story for you guys, and I don't think you guys will believe me because it would imply that there was a lot of fuck ups on a lot of different levels. But I was 16 and I decided that I wasn't in the mood of going to school anymore, period, at all. I was a 16-year-old. I knew what the fuck I needed to do. which was no answer. I had no answer, but I just didn't want to actually be in school anymore, which is fair. Even now, thinking about it, fuck what you call high school. Actually, technically,
Yeah.
like, when does middle school end for Americans?
Usually like 8th grade about.
Age.
14.
That's like it's like 13, 14.
Okay, so we have it differently. We have after you enter the school system, we have primary school, and then we have secondary school, and then we have the colleges, so university, college, whatever. But
what ages are primary?
Primary is from the age of about 4 to about 12.
That's like kindergarten through 6th grade or so here. And then I guess secondary would be like...
No, because secondary has a breakup too. Halfway through it, from 12, 13, once you enter the teens, you go into secondary and you have junior and senior. Junior will give you, I think, about 3 years, and then senior will give you 4 years, but that extra year is the gap year. You've probably heard English people talk about this a lot whenever they talk about their youth. And that was traditionally the year, and still for some cases does happen, where you start your apprenticeship under a guild. No fucking, particularly carpenters. There's other guilds like stonemaking. No, in the case of carpenters, legit, the Carpenters Guild is still around. In Ireland, but you're right, it is a trade. They'll give you to drop out and do that. But although when you say drop out, like, they still have to pop in and do their thing.
That's pretty. We have stuff like that here also. Just it's not necessarily ubiquitous, but the school districts I went to had like trade school options for people who wanted to and qualified. Yeah, like they still had to come to what we would call high school, which is like 14, 15 for like freshman year through 18. And it varies by where you're going to school, but there will be like the public school system, and then this extra thing that they could end up spending some of their high school time away from to learn a specific trade.
Yeah, my school had that too.
Anyway, I'm just setting this up. So I am currently about 16 years old, right? And I've decided I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to do basically my halfway test, called my junior cert. The leaving cert is the big final, what do you guys call them? The SATs? Imagine all SATs put into 2 giant fucking tests, where if you fuck it up, you're fucked, but otherwise you're fine. Welcome to the real world. I only ever did my first one, and in my third year, I was kind of done with it. So when everyone went out for their lunches, I went to the pub, and I sat down in my uniform, and I got served more often than not in this one particular pub. It's a pub that's actually on Google. If you know Swords, you know the castle. If you know the castle, you know a pub nearby it. And they served me a lot. The reason I bring it up is one day, my technology teacher, which technology would be electronics, metalwork, anything that wasn't woodwork covered, you'd do it, or computers, you do with technology. He sat down next to me, and we had a pint, and I was in my, he knew how old I was. Like, I shouldn't have been getting a drink, and I was still in my uniform. And sometimes I'd show up in the uniform, and they would, they'd ask me for my ID, and I'd say, sorry mate, I don't have it on me, and I walked off. But more often than not, they'd pour me. He just sat down and he stared at me, and I stared back at him, and all I said to him was, aren't you supposed to be working? And he responded back, aren't you? So we finished the drinks and then we left. And that was the last I had any contact with any of my school for like weeks and weeks and weeks. Then I went back and did my junior cert, which was a weird experience in and of itself. And then I went straight off to college. Like, I skipped half my high school experience. I went straight off to college due to a very convoluted series of events. Not important right now. But all I remember of that time was, like, I was playing hooky to go to bars. And when you watch, like, Breakfast Club, these kids, they wouldn't last 5 seconds. Like, they wouldn't last 5 seconds in a fucking Dublin housing estate, you know? Oh, my dad hits you. Yeah, well, you do hit him back, right? You do break his kneecaps. Like, we had these conversations, like, my dad's gonna hit him. Well, what you do is you let him hit you first, and then when he's not looking, you fucking break his fucking piece of shit with, like, this piece of wood, and you hand him a piece of wood. You know, like, we took out with each other, like, we set the tone. We were fucking we called them gurriers. You called them, like, fucking delinquents. We were pieces of shit. Not to say that, like, I was doing it illegal, except for being a young kid who was drinking. But now looking back at it, like, I kind of wish I had stuck around just to finish off my education. If nothing else, I'd have had the piece of paper, right? But that would have been 3 more years of shit I couldn't have handled. So what's the benefit loss? Wasn't even guaranteed a job. There's a reason so many Irish people emigrate to foreign countries. I do apologize there, Krendar. I seem to be interrupting you every 5 seconds. Oh, right, yeah. Actually, I was talking about OG Krendar, because at this point, I'd have interrupted him about 20 times. He'd have wanted to chime in, and I'd been like, oh, oh. But yeah, how you all doing? Anyway, you all doing good?
I'd say I'm sufficiently tipsy.
Yeah, I feel the same. My bed is right there. It's kind of, I don't know if it's calling me, but at least it's looking really kind of.
The problem is there's this giant thing between my bed and me, right back here, so I have to figure that out.
Well, the great thing is, once we end the stream, you get to do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, what do you mean once we end the stream? I get to do whatever the fuck I want now.
True.
Dude, you are lucky I like you enough, otherwise I'd put you on the fucking spot.
Yeah? Like how? What would you do?
Are you? Do you dare rip it away to show that you live in the attic, converted attic?
I don't give a fuck.
Good, because we've seen it like 1,000 times. Like, seriously, man, if you want to save yourself some time, right? Yeah, yeah. Actually, in all fairness, why did you put it up in the first place? Like, we've already seen your background like 20, 30, 50 times. It is pretty, but
it looks cooler. I like it more. Also,
here, you're gonna be main screen. You're gonna be main screen for the rest of the stream.
This is also like, the people that subscribe to me on Twitch like ended up buying this green screen, so I feel obligated to use it.
Oh, with the pixelate. There you are. We got Krendar vision for days. Do you remember what happened the first time I had 2 guns and Magicus on screen? Like, I do. I thought you two were the same person for the longest time. Now that I've seen you back to back, oh my god, I got that so wrong. On height alone.
How do you know I'm still not just pulling the long con?
Then, Jesus Christ, you got like Industrial Light and Magic backing you. Frank Oz's ghost is controlling you right now. Like R2-D2.
Maybe I do.
The next Star Wars film will have an entire on the Blu-ray will have an entire segment on the creation of Magicus. You see like a very elderly George Lucas, like, we started out with a simple idea. What if a guy really liked the Magic the Gathering cards? Oh, like, there's a storyboard. The guy from like Samurai Jack was there. I was honored to be brought in for this. Like, seriously, man, this is one of my coolest moments ever. To create the concept of a character called Lord Magicus. His name is Lord Magicus. Okay, I like this idea. Let's keep going with it. Mocap, the guy who played fucking Gollum. Like, he's playing you right now.
See, and now now that I like learned how to use OBS, I can even like change my background and shit.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet until you have to fucking drag it out, and everyone else who has OBS knows what the fuck you're doing. That's why you called me out on your frame, like flashing like crazy. Speaking of, let's resolve that. There you go. No more flashing. Well, actually, no. Unfortunately, there will be. So that's what crop's for. There you go. There you go. Better. No, actually that. Oh no, it's overlapping with the. You're gonna be stuck with the fucking overlap. Well, cope and seethe. You're an old enough man. You'll be fine. Anyway. So
I didn't think I was gonna drink all 6 tonight, but I did, and I think we've accomplished something here.
Yeah, I think we should wrap this up now. Everyone who is everyone, except for everyone who is not everyone, in which case, ghosts,
those guys.
Demons, sexually attractive rabbits, even you? Okay, weird alliance. But you can make your own decisions. Okay.
And Meta Knight.
The rabbit.
What about?
Yeah, Meta Knight.
Well, Meta Knight would go to the dark side. The Confederacy of Independent Citizens.
Maybe.
Check his rear and ask yourself, what does that tell you?
I am not gonna look at the rears of anything right now.
Anything?
But immediately after
Raisin said with a lot of hope in like, well, I've got a rear, fucking hint.
Not anything I'm going to admit publicly on stream right now.
Mm-hmm.
Your time in the big leagues have served you well, sir. Too bad we all know that if anyone were to donate another $5 or even $10, you'd be fucked.
You're so close to like hitting your goal for the stream.
I am, but you know what? This isn't to show insult towards Ben. Ben needs this as a living. I don't, but I'm not Ben. Like if he fails, he's kind of fucked. Me, this is kind of a hobby. It's fine. Like I'll be streaming over on Twitch on Friday. If anyone's throwing me money there, greatly appreciated. If I don't get a penny until next week or even longer, I have all my basics, including my rent and all the rest sorted. So, it's fine. This is the key difference. Like, I am a hobbyist. He and so many other much bigger YouTubers out there are not. I just realized that
see, like,
go on.
I'm the same way. Like, it's just a hobby for me, and so that's why I specifically tell people that they don't need to like bother giving me money or subscribing or anything. Like,
yeah.
But then some people do anyway, so that's why any money that I get from Twitch or whatever, I just spend on like improving the streams and stuff, and that's why I have all this equipment behind me, is because the people ended up like paying for it. So
how much do you pay for your green screen, by the way?
I think it was like $80 for the whole thing, something.
Really? Like Jesus, I got mine for like 40.
I don't know. Like, there was some accessories I needed to buy with it, like clips and stuff. So
yeah, the whole thing came to about that.
Like, I needed to get a light to go with it too. That's on the floor.
There you go. See, you were smart. You remembered, and you're talking to a former photographer too. Like I did photography in college, and I knew the lighting would be off, and that's why I always have so many weird. That's why I look like I'm a big fucking tomato right now. Like, I'm a tomato in the void. I'm a ghost of a tomato in the void. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, were you just praising your fucking lighting and then it caused you to fucking Yeah.
I picked the camera up because I wanted to, like, show you what it looks like on the floor, but it deactivated it. So I can fix it. I can fix this. I just have to click on...
Oh, I do owe a shot. At least, I think I do. You know what? Even if I don't, fuck it.
See, oh, fuck.
A Vita stain.
And this is... I actually have another camera, but the other one is specifically for other stuff. So, like, yeah, there's... You can see on the floor, there's like a light behind me that specifically lights up the green screen, so that way when it points backward, it's consistent lighting.
It's a nice, even lighting, yeah. Would you believe that was the first thing we learned in photography? It's all about lighting after all. If you don't have good lighting, you can't take a picture.
I have to like reset the settings in this every time that I activate this camera.
Anybody's ever done the photography? What's the name of that little... It's almost like a stopwatch, but it gauges your shadow, and you go across and click, click, click. I remember that shit. That Claire, every time she shows up, she's got the one that she actually, in all fairness, nicked from her college. That college is now defunct, by the way. I think she killed it. It's like the 3 cinder blocks that couldn't be used to make the orphanage out of The Simpsons. Because he wanted to build the college bookshelf. There'll be no hospital there. No, tell the children.
There's also like one major problem that I have, and it's that my eyes are green. So anytime that it like the camera detects
noticed
my eye
that.
color, it like is looking at my green eyes, and it's like, oh, that's a canvas. And
well,
like,
what you can do is
it's really not.
Hold on. You're using you're using OBS, right?
Yeah, I am.
Then you just have to go into the filters, go into the gain that got you there in the first place, and put it as custom.
I know, but there's no convenient way to get it to like.
Convenient?
No. You can see it a little bit on my shoulder here. It's like I have it set really high to get this to work, but like if I set it lower, you'll see like on the side, like right here, and then it starts to like the canvas shows through. So there's only so much you can do, like balance the two things.
Yeah.
This is the best. This room is not very well designed to do the streaming the way that I'm doing it, but this is the best compromise.
Hell, in my early 20s, when just before I left my home, I got the attic conversion, and for the record, what's that like in a thunderstorm? That room.
I mean, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. The only thing that like does bother me is like there's an overhead light that's like right here, and it is I can't have that on while I'm streaming because it just does not work with the camera.
No, it would just sort of saturate in the wrong way, and you just kind of got like shadows and pixelated shit.
So it's weird because the room is like mostly dark the whole time when I'm streaming, especially when it's like at night too.
Tell you what, I'm gonna be greedy. Someone donate $5 more and let's end the stream. The reason I say that is not because I want us to get to the goal. Of course I want to get to the goal. I mean, that'd be kind of fucking redundant. But, you know what? Yeah, how dare I? But I'm always like, hey guys, don't toss money my way if you can't afford it. And I still fucking mean it. Like, Jesus Christ, do not give us money if you cannot afford it. For the record, I currently have €70, and if I'm right, we made, what's 1/3 of 6?
2.
Then, all right.
What year did you say you were like not going to school?
I keep getting interrupted by by you being turned into a pint glass, and you're kind of like flinging yourself at my screen.
I'm drunk and I still know the answer to that. What the fuck?
Oh no! Even when I was in school, I was a sack of shit of like no knowledge. There was three classes I was amazing in: geography, history, and all the political ones, which you guys didn't really. You see, as they were phasing out a religion class, which is a very Catholic Church thing apparently over in America. For Ireland, it was literally required religion class with a giant fucking quotation. It was colossally Catholic. But as they phased it out, they started to replace them with other ones. And every one of them was great, including stuff that you'd learn in college. If you've ever watched Line for Lambs, there was a great scene where the professor just goes like, hey, so let's talk about... For this quarter, we're going to go and we're going to talk about one particular topic that was in the local news, and you're going to tell me if it was right and wrong and why. And that was the whole thing. We did that in your equivalent of high school. It was so fucking cool. For us, it was about homeless people. How do we deal with them? There were 2 ideas being tossed around at the time. One of which... the government needs to throw some money to put together some buildings where they can live. The other one, give them a bunch of prefabs for like 2 or 3 weeks and give them jobs. Which is better? Discuss.
Well, somebody a long time ago suggested a third option to me, and I think that this should still be on the table. We give them all shopping carts and put them on the European coast, give them some drugs, and tell them that there are more drugs all the way on the other end of the continent. And just let whatever happens happen.
The western coast of France would be the most interesting it's ever been since the Roman conquest.
Yeah.
For like a year and a half, there will be empires forged. Perhaps even literally empires forged and lost in a fortnight. You know, like... There will be messiahs. And there will be a whole lot of piles of corpses that you will never know the story for. You'll just find them made in a weird position. How did they get there? Well, only they know, and they're keeping their secrets. The important thing is...
I'm not an expert in this. I'm just saying we should at least discuss the homeless shopping cart army discussion. Right? That I feel like that should be at least an option in the running.
You know what I don't like about the Purge? The Purge system doesn't make any sense. But you know what I like about the Purge? That everyone for one night is fallible. So how about this? why not have one night of the year where the purge affects only billionaires and millionaires too, and all their finances are completely funneled to whoever wants them.
See,
so they rush up.
The problem I have with the purge is like anybody who's like a fucking billionaire on the purge, they're just gonna use that day to commit even more financial crime.
But they can't if, say, for example, you could take as much money as they have out of them.
How are you gonna do it? Like, what is your plan to steal
Alright,
money?
so I'm thinking this literally on the fly. Unlike, say, Billy, I will not lie and think that this is some sort of like given, written in stone. I will say this. How about at the stroke of midnight, every billionaire who is stupid enough to still be around in the country in question that's doing the purge, bunkers down and transfers their finances into, say, movable goods, so oil, gold, whatever. It doesn't fucking matter. Others have agreed to, say, a mercenary company saying, hey, if you give us, I don't know, $2 million out of your billions of dollars, we'll protect you until the morning rises. All right. Those are hard targets to hit because, for example, how do you carry off like millions of dollars worth of gold? Not easy. If you've ever watched Die Hard 3, gold is fucking heavy. If you ever, I've held a bar of real gold, a chunk of bar of real gold, not even the full like ingots they have officially. That fucker is not easily transported.
I mean, this is true, but you also have to consider that billionaires generally keep their money in like stocks and stuff.
No, that's the thing. Like if you're in,
escort it from their house.
But you see, you're thinking about today. We're in a society where this version of the purge is happening. Henceforth, if they're still billionaires, they've already agreed into the system where this could happen. Otherwise, they would be
into it because they're gonna fucking do tons.
They find tons and tons of ways, right?
They're gonna do insider trading and shit and make like billions more dollars on that one night. And it's not gonna be illegal for them to fuck over the country that way.
Oh, really? How many billionaires you know that are okay that they've lost 500,000, 500 million to some random guy who swept the floor the night before and now he ran off?
How is
None
that
of them.
gonna happen?
Not easily, because we are now we are changing the dynamic of what the reality of the world is.
That doesn't even make sense. Like, you have to like totally explain.
We already have the purge premise. It makes no sense. The purge is stupid. It doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm getting at. The whole
we all agree with this. I wasn't coming up with a better purge. I was coming up with a slightly different purge.
It's freaking stupid.
Yes.
Because, like, we focus on all these like brutal crimes, but they miss the fact that they would just use all of these like the purge days to just do tons of.
It's why the movies
trillions of dollars of financial crime in one day for which they can't be prosecuted and basically fuck over the entire economy.
Dude, you're old enough to know the Escape movies, right? Escape from New York, Escape from LA.
It's just, I don't know where you're going with this because it doesn't like
they're the same premise. It's the rich elites that
Scrooge McDuck vaults like full of like these are the stock papers for all shares of company I own. That's not how that works.
Magicus, I 100% agree. I think I might have I think I basically fucked up my premise. The premise is the purge happened which in and of itself is stupid as fuck. I don't agree with the purge. I was saying, why not find a way to make the billionaires suffer in a unique way? But then you just pulled it back to the idea that the purge is stupid. We know the purge is stupid. There is no way that the purge is successful. Alternate history
There's only
has a
one
way video on
to
this.
Make billionaires suffer, comrade, and you know what it is.
Ron Perlman said it best.
Cock scissors.
Oh, if only we knew
Shoot
where
them
they
nuts off,
lived.
baby.
Look, all I'm saying is that, like, France had the right idea, okay?
Yeah, the National Razor. I'm sure it sounded better in French, but, like, Jesus Christ.
They were on the right track, but, you know.
Then they started turning on anyone who breathes slightly unofficially, and then you're like, okay, you gotta pull that shit back, Tanky. And that was the first Tanky. The first Robespierre French Republican was the first Tanky. Because they would have been like...
The reason things are so fucked up is because the people with all the money don't have the same fear that the people in France did at the time. So they need the fear of God put back.
No, they think they have the fear, but the moment they actually have the fear, no, they really do think they're under attack. It's stupid because they're not under attack. They control everything, but they feel like they're under attack. Why? Because they're fucking stupid. Money does not equate to intelligence. So you will have all those good families that all of us have grown up next to. In my case, it's Europe, but it's the exact same premise. Like, all you need is a bunch of money to give you a padding around some fucking reality. And I heard a bong rip, and the year is 2004. The place, anywhere in California. The time is now. The opinions are universal. Like, we are a bunch of white people saying the exact same shit that we have always said. Fuck the rich fuck. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck the rich. They become rich.
We're just saying it. Nobody's acting on it. That's the problem. And I'm not...
SAG.
For legal reasons, I am not advising anybody to do anything. All right? I am simply pointing out that there was a reason that there was change in the past and that there is not now.
Hold on. Does anyone here know anyone with a SAG card?
Revolutions are bad. I would never suggest that anybody do anything of the sort, because the only reason you would do that is if you were unhappy with the state of your life and you felt that there was no other way the system could possibly be fixed. Now, if that's
violence bad if you can't get away with it, but like
there's always. I'm just saying, like, you know, I definitely don't advocate for color revolutions and passive resistance.
No,
you know.
The idea of knowing where particular cops live and you know, and like that.
All the people living in America after the last 3 years feel totally comfortable with the way that all the systems in this country came together and worked in harmony to make sure that every American is provided for and that they were taken care of and that they're not suffering under a mountain of unpayable debt that they'll never escape from for the rest of their life, and that they definitely have futures, and that the climate is not going to fucking destroy their homes for the foreseeable future. All right, all of that is definitely, you know, nobody has a problem with
not being
that,
forced
so.
to pay for murder around the world either. Like, that's totally
we're definitely not just committing genocides around the world just for fucking oil or whatever. Like, you don't need to do a revolution because everything's fine, right?
Just be good.
There you go.
Just obey and consume.
All right. Serious question to everyone listening right now. Does anyone have or know anybody with a SAG card? And I don't mean the SAG with the double G that we were making jokes earlier. I mean literal Screen Actors Guild. Do you know a legit person who is currently in LA? Most likely in LA. Maybe in New York.
I don't think I know anybody personally.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, do you have anyone in your life right now who is protesting?
I don't think I know anybody personally.
Then, Magicus, you know what you need to do? Because you're actually closer, and my god, you are more driven than some of us. Plus, you also have, frankly, maybe a little bit more mobility than, say, Raisin, who's got a bunch of kids who's got to deal with. And I don't know about 2 guns. And as for me, I'm poor as fuck. I can't just grab a plane over to fucking LA. But you could. You could. And show your support.
I could, and then not be able to pay for it for a while.
Yeah, you could go for like 2 days, and then afterwards you'd be kind of like homeless.
Yeah.
But you know what? You could reach out to...
I just went to see the doctor like 3 times in the last week, so that's going to be basically all the money I have to spend.
Yeah. Oh, you see, no, that's another argument. How about we talk about American healthcare system?
Our healthcare system is okay. You don't need to riot. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's totally okay. You're good.
You know what? I like what happened in Broadway. I don't love it, but I like what happened in Broadway. They were thinking of doing the same thing as the SAG, and Broadway just gave in to some of their demands. I don't like that though, because A24, I believe, and another studio, say in the chat if you know the other studio, they gave in to the actors' demands immediately, and everyone just went right back to work. Like, period. Like, they didn't even buckle. They're the smaller ones too. So Marvel can't. Fucking Universal. No. Like, there's no
It's
excuse.
not that they can't. They choose not to because they feel like the easier solution
is to let them starve. So.
Well, they literally said that they're gonna wait until they're all fucking homeless because they
Yeah,
can't pay their rent.
and as Ron Perlman pointed out, wouldn't it be a shame if we knew who exactly said that and where he lives? What was I saying about Nick Fuentes? You know?
I can't advocate for that, but at the same time, I wouldn't.
Hey, he said, wouldn't it be a shame? So henceforth, it's a negative.
It would be a great shame. I can't begin to describe
if we could find where he lives, and at what point his power supply goes into, and how easy it would be to gather about 200 people who'd march in. Seriously, it's almost like security at a place like that wouldn't fire at 200 people. They'd drop their guns and just gonna walk off.
Happens to that person.
Oh no.
They clearly don't deserve anything bad happening to them.
No, none whatsoever.
I, for one, sincerely hope that multiple skyscrapers and notable monuments don't collide.
We started with Nick Fuentes.
Positions as they're walking in the street. I really hope they don't.
No.
All over the world right now.
Yeah. It's like oh God! Again,
like an accidental
Raisin.
Money cannot buy the honor which you have earned tonight.
Oh, we just got a
Make us all
dono.
proud. Only effort, discipline, loyalty earns you the right to wear the Dragon Doji.
Ah, they fucking pull the Cobra Kai on us too. Raisin BFF has gee, I wonder who that could be. Has tipped $10 dues. Money cannot buy honor which you have earned tonight. You make us all proud. Only effort, discipline, loyalty earn you the right to wear this Dragon Dojo. There is no fear in this dojo. There is no failure in this dojo. There is no sobriety in this dojo. There are no clothes in this dojo for our female supplicants. But beside the point, there is no respect for anyone who does not like, share, and subscribe. What the fuck are you all doing, motherfuckers?
I agree. Also, they forgot our huge dicks. It's very important.
Hey, you don't need to, hey, if you got a huge dick, what the fuck you doing bringing it up?
I said
it will be.
Oh, you are.
No, what I'm saying is that, like, you got a big dick, I got a big dick. Why are you bringing it up? It's going to be brought up on its own. Case in point, like I said, Raisin, what were you doing wearing clothes? The only way to show off a man's big dick is by showing that Raisin has a very loose understanding of YouTube's policies. Keyword loose. Keyword lose it.
We're so close to the goal. I mean.
Oh god! But this is the last of this. Seriously, I poured the last of the bottle, so I have, for the record, I have 9 other Heineken cans in the fridge. I got a pack of 10. I have been nursing the same one since Spirited Ramblings.
Look, again, I can't promise what's going to happen if we were to reach the goal, but like, it's possible shirts could come off. Who knows?
All right. How about this? If anyone gets that blue bar completely over the top, how about, you know what? Fuck it. I feel young and flirty. I may give a Low Energy's Gone Wild. How about that?
Low Energy's Gone. I might need to have another refill.
And hit record on her recording studio, you know, like, let's be sure to
even make you. If Low Energy goes wild, would that make you like medium energy?
Low Energy goes wild. He becomes energy. Energy goes acceptable. Energy goes. Energy. Yeah, energy just goes. Welcome back to Energy. And it sounds like I'm producing a really subpar, like, energy drink. Or, no, these days, if you call it energy, it would be a crypto. Energy coin.
You could do that. You could also do, like a mystical woo thing. Your energy. Reach up into the sky.
It's true. We can look at this. We can look at her. We can fucking go down there if you want. I can bring that shit up.
We should make a coin based on energy woo magic.
Energy woo magic.
Stars and let it flow through you.
The ticker will be
energy, it wants to speak to you.
That's true.
It's flowing through your thoughts and it's reaching into your brain.
That's not true.
Mostly down into your throat, and then up out of your throat, and then down into your throat again, and up out of your throat again. Feel free to gag.
Penetrate all your chakras one by one.
It might grab you side of your jaw and then start moving it up and down, up and down. You might feel like you're being used like some sort of toy. It's true.
It might feel like silicone because it is.
You might be called a little thing like a seed bed or a fuck meat. It's true. It's true.
Ooh, that's true.
Just look at all this energy behind me, okay? Clearly,
you are.
Waiting.
That's God's sperm flying into all of our faces.
It's just waiting to be tapped.
Can you show us your ways?
Only for $2 more.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
What a value.
Hold on, I can tell you guys on stream what that is actually equivalent of in terms of euro. But for the record, tomorrow I am getting Baldur's Gate 3 because I was already over it. We are at 78.91. Now you still have to deduct Krendar's money, which was Smug McSmuggerson, who called me out on not being able to make those numbers.
Wow.
That was a little question. What was Krendar's? A third of a sixth.
A sixth of a third of an eighth of
marijuana. Magicus is off in his Magicus land right now.
My God.
I mean, I am.
He's just brimming with energy, bro. He's
right.
like an inch away from Super Saiyan right now.
Aren't we
I feel
all?
like I could get there any second, but I'm $2 short, so.
That's hot. I like how you edge on
Oh,
the
there we go. $3.08, which is
Gonorrhea
possibly
rhymes
not
with
enough,
diarrhea.
actually.
I think it just does.
Well,
Wow, the exchange is rough right now.
We'll find out. 81. Yay! 81.23. He fucking made it. Let's yeah, no, that made it. That made it. Yeah. And you know what? You know what? You know what? You know what? You fucking pasty fuck. Your boy is here to remind you what a real man's body look like. And this is why Raisin stayed awake the entire fucking stream. And just to show the dominance, I am literally overwhelming your screen with my screen. There we go. Now some of us are dominant, and some of us look like Vigo going into the body of a baby out of Ghostbusters 2. Vigo will smite you. Vigo will do whatever the hell he wants to your offering. Thank you very much. Hello, little baby boy. You look quite small and soft, like an egg. You are aggressively pasty, sir. I respect that level of pastiness.
Aggressive.
Well,
that's not pasty, that's reflective.
You haven't seen me when I'm like outside, which I
saw we walked down the street together, sir. I did not see you without a shirt on, but I saw you in a t-shirt.
All right. I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna show you a picture of what it looks like when I go outside for like any significant amount of time.
This is actually so much more comfortable.
It's just gonna be like a lobster cooked. On the
I
ground.
look like a lobster right now with my red.
You're not supposed to give it away.
Well, you just gave it away by confirming my guess.
I'm actually getting rid of Coulter filter. There I am. There. Now that's a dominance. That's dominance you can't pay. I'm just gonna superimpose over
I've been here the whole time, boys.
Oh, two guns. You throwing down the man meat. Raisin is like, oh, I am so glad I woke up today.
I'm waiting for you to put to put Magicus underneath me again.
Hold on, he's already going, sir. He's already going.
I put a picture in the Discord. That's from like one day out at the beach. Look at how fucking red my knees got.
Damn.
And like also my arms and everything.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that right there.
It's bad. It's not even like the worst picture either, because like you see it out in the daylight, you can see the difference. It's even worse.
Let's have a gander.
Oh wow.
Let's have a gander.
My actual foot burned through.
Oh, damn! Oh damn! Jesus Christ! You aren't kidding.
That's piping.
Yeah. You can see the burning on my foot when I was wearing the shoes all day.
That happened to me once.
Yeah,
and
it's less than great.
No, there is no positive outcome of that. Like you, in fact, I had the overlay for like 5 years. Like just the little extra level of like, oh, you can always see that moment where I had that sunburn. That's you could say that's the Anglo-Saxon side of it. I like to think of it as I'm also getting a relay of someone like audio. I can hear myself in the background.
That was from like almost exactly a year ago.
Yeah. Well, at this point now we have taken our shirts off and we have exposed our bodies for your pleasure, I do hope.
That's true, that happened.
I took mine off too, as you can see.
Actually, we can't, and you know what? It would be wrong not for us to at least humor you, sir. So If nothing else, then I say to the man who looks like the original concept art for fucking Yoda. I knew I was around enough nerds to know that. No, you haven't! You didn't take your shirt off. You're on screen right now.
I fibbed.
You did!
I did a fib. I figured you could already see me, so you would get the joke. But I was wrong.
Yeah. You're still on screen too, motherfucker. You know how you can resolve this issue with your pride intact.
By doing whatever the fuck I want?
True.
Or, wait, are we whipping dicks out? Is that...
Speed? You've gotten a whole lot blacker.
Let them pop out.
Yeah.
Only different...
You're supposed to
Hey guys, who wants to hang around for a Five Nights at Freddy's stream? I have this idea that it'll just be a whole lot of fun.
I don't know what happened, YouTube. It just fell out.
Why did you say it like Egghead? Why did you say it like Egghead?
Golly gee willikers, guys. I don't know.
Oh, my tallywhacker is just there blatting across the screen.
Welcome to the big leagues, kid.
In your case, surprisingly big. Why are you Egghead again? I love the idea of Egghead just like being a fucking tripod, but no one's ever told him that. So he's
he just talks himself out of pussy constantly.
Yes. Like it'll be a wholesome thing until it's the end of Dragon Ball Abridged when like Krillin takes his pants down, you know.
Yeah.
And 18's
you just hear
like,
the thud as it hits the floor. It's like.
And then the Krillin owned is like reversed by 5, just because she's like, you get on the bed right now. You know what? I can still hear myself, but also
That's me.
Fair enough. We are wrapping this up anyway.
It's always me.
Here, I'm actually
You've
gonna
been saying that for like an hour.
Yeah, we have. So I'm gonna say
you
is
probably don't even mean it this time.
I actually kind of do, because we do have to wrap this up. No, we've all said our goodbyes, so all I'm gonna say is at this point now we are naked, we are drunk, and I am ready for bed. So you guys.
There's a reason I can't stand up right now.
No, actually, because I know what I like, and what I like. Oh, speed. Come on, be all the cool kids are doing it, apparently. You know? My finger directly over the end stream part of the OBS.
Hovering over the nuclear button.
Yeah. You be sure to clip this without any context to fucking to Ben, so he can be like, oh, so I like the part where you two took your shirts off really soon. And he's like, it wasn't too soon. It took hours. But
work for it. It's fine.
My shirt's been off the whole time.
Right? I mean, we're all we're all truly sluts, except for Two Guns, who is honestly gonna be the pimp of all of us.
Bad.
You said it, not me.
Yeah.
What's up,
we
guys?
need somebody to read this.
It's your boy, Magicus Genesis here, and I'm just here with another rant video today. You know, I've heard about this low energy videos guy, and I gotta say, like, he's just a little troll.
Not
man.
enough uninterested laughs.
I don't know why you guys would even want to watch it. I mean, he's pathetic, bro. Okay. And I'm not gonna give him the attention anymore. All right, it's just I've moved beyond that, and I know that he doesn't have God in his heart, and it's just time for me to move on to bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I know what you're
Finally, the first Jared review that we can all fucking agree on. Like, we can all fucking get together and go like, you know what? It took him long enough, but he made a lot of good points. That low energy guy, he ain't worth anyone's time. Not you, not your cow, none of them. Seriously though, ladies, I'm still single. I know, shocking, but we can change that together as an ohana. But maybe not literally as a... Alright, fuck it. That's a great time to end it.
Good night.
Hey, remember, DMs are open. Not for you, but maybe for you. Ooh. Bye.